They can
So
debate
with it,
these. Debate these.
these lemon heads is fire, bro.
Yo, you over there tearing your teeth up already, huh?
That's all right, man. I'm getting a new grill. I'm gonna get
You got veneer. You gonna get
I'm gonna get
veneers?
all veneers. I'm gonna get the whole veneer joint.
Don't
I
get
ain't
the
even
extra
try.
large ones though. Don't get the
No,
extra
no, no.
large.
We ain't gonna get a Shannon Sharpish. You know what
Say
I'm
you
saying?
ain't getting a Mr. Red size or
Nah, we
Lil
gonna get that
Duval.
no though. Bro, look like a horse, Mr. Ed when he
Yeah.
talk. Nah,
Lil Duval like a child with adult teeth.
Man, he definitely does have a child body with an adult head though. So it kind of it,
Chihuahua.
it kind of lines up. It kind of
Yeah.
lines up a
He
little
look
bit.
like if he look down, he'll run way faster.
Man.
Facts. Facts.
Whew. All
Mm.
right, y'all. We here live episode number 172. Trust but verify. Y'all gonna find out why that's titled Trust but
That's
verify pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? We're
okay.
gonna get to that. But y'all know how we gotta start out the show. We gotta check on our people. Then we're gonna hit some of these hot topics that's popping off in the world right now.
It's
So
live,
y'all
man.
can see we got a guest with us today, but he's not really a guest. He just, you know what I'm saying, pop in from time to time. I got Uncle Dolly. What's
He
the
been
deal,
around.
Uncle Dolly?
Man, how y'all doing, man?
Chilling,
Chilling,
chilling. See my
chilling,
boy
chilling,
out there
chilling.
doing this thing. He got everything going. So you know what I'm saying. We had to bring him in and see what's going on.
Welcome to the stage. You know what I'm saying? He is a comedian as well. You know what I'm saying? A content creator. He just got a lot of stuff going on. So
Got
we
everything flowing.
we excited to have him join us today.
Dealing with lot lizards and all kind of stuff. He's trying.
I just have a large hat collection. I wear many hats.
All right, all right. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. What's the deal, man?
Man, you know how it is. Got some of everything going on. Trying to make this happen, that happen. Trying to rest in between. People get on my nerves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to steal away a little bit every now and then. But other than that, everything's solid. Nothing to complain about.
What the heck is still away? Who are
Man,
you,
that's an
Harriet
old.
Tubman?
Man, listen, man, that's an old Bible term that old folks used to use. You know what I'm
I
talking
know.
about? You got
I
to
just
steal
like
away.
the man
You
said steal away.
steal away. Yes, you got to get away from folks every now and then.
Oh man. Yeah.
I missed October London in concert.
That's homie to sound like Marvin Gaye, right?
Yeah. He's supposed
Well,
to perform.
I'll say this. I thought he sounded like Marvin Gaye at first, but if you listen to some of his songs,
Yes,
I hate to say this,
his old
but
music.
well, he kind of mimics other artists. Because
Yeah,
I heard a song of his the other day where he sounded just like Robert Kelly. The whole vibe of the song was Robert Kelly. I'm gonna have to find that song and send it to y'all so y'all can hear it.
hmm
But I heard his first album and that was just Marvin Gaye vibe. So I was like, okay, young
now his
Marvin.
old music, he don't sound nothing like he sound now.
Well, this was a newer song because it was
Yeah,
on the
okay.
Apple new songs list or whatever. But I was just like, he's a great artist, but a lot of these new artists, I guess because so much music is out, it's hard for you to really sound, I guess, original. For a lot of these artists, so I don't know, man. He's a great artist though. Don't
I
don't
want
don't
to
get me wrong.
out his new song with Bonnie James is Heat though. That joint slap. But I just want to see if that's what I'm saying. If he sound like Marvin Gaye in live. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't heard nobody who's been to his live show say he doesn't. So what's going on, forehead?
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's
What's up?
happening?
Nothing
So
much. Jolie, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
All right, man. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Always busy, but always good. I'm good.
Shout out.
Hi, my
Yeah.
guys.
What's
What's
up?
up with it?
Perfect timing as usual. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Benji just got through telling us how his week has started off. How about yours?
Um, well, we got better.
Okay.
Yesterday was a lot. My mom with her health and stuff, so But so yesterday was a lot, but today is better, thank God, prayerfully.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the wins, the progress.
That's a
Facts.
fact. That's a fact. Yeah. Well, we always gotta look at the bright side of things because
Yeah,
there's so much we could focus on the negative, but that ain't how we gotta function in life, man. That ain't gonna help us at all. So, you know what I'm
man.
saying? Things happen, but we just got to keep pushing. So yeah, we
Facts.
definitely gonna keep praying for your mom as well, man.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Thank you.
And your strength as well, because we know you
Yeah.
got a
I know
lot
you're
that you
dealing with
got
a
going
whole
on with it.
bunch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't felt the spirit of slap. You good, you straight.
You said I ain't what?
I said you ain't felt the spirit of slap. You know what I'm saying? You ain't felt like,
No.
you know what I'm saying, leaning into
Mm,
somebody, now long
mm,
long as you ain't felt the spirit of slap,
no, I
you
haven't.
good.
I haven't got there.
Okay, then you good, you straight. Because once the spirit of slap come on you, you know what I'm saying? That's another level of intensity, you're tired of cats, you know what I'm saying? So
Somebody almost got me out of my character one day, but we got it together.
I
Oh
promise you
wow.
straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The
'Cause
spirit of
I be
slap is
real
a different
chill.
spirit.
So for somebody to really get me out of character, you really had to like be doing too much.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say. For somebody to move you like that, they really gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Long as you
Well,
ain't giving them a double portion of the slap, you know what I'm saying? You straight.
I mean, they might get what they deserve, but as of right now, we're not serving none of that.
Not serving? No. Praise the Lord. Straight.
all right. Well, we gonna hop into some of these hot topics, man. I wanted to start off. We usually do our own episodes where we have talk about sports separately, but I wanted to get that out the way first. I got a few sports things I want to throw up, and of course, you know what I'm saying, the biggest story in sports right now, from my recollection, is this right here. These
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Media
guys,
day.
man. Media day was yesterday. We saw a lot of pictures posted, but this is probably the most important one posted. Bronny and LeBron, father and
Pretty
son,
dope.
on
Yeah.
the same team. Something that we've never seen before. For them, I'm happy. For LeBron, I'm happy because it's one thing that he had checked off on his list, and he
Right.
was able to make that happen. For
Yeah.
Bronny, I'm happy because he's able to make it to the NBA. The only caveat now is when that season hits, what is Bronny gonna look like when he hits that court?
He gonna
Whether
get
it's
about 1 or 2, 3 games, maybe where he can play. They gonna send that boy to the G League. We
well,
already know
I
what's
don't.
up with that.
I see one, maybe one game. And then they probably going, just to get the whole
Right.
story out there that he was joining on his dad on the floor,
Right.
and then he needs to go to the G League to work
Work on
on
his
his
game.
game
Right.
to make sure that he's, what I'm saying, on point. Because after all this goes away,
The
it's like,
opener. So which games do you think he's gonna get though? I think he's gonna get. I think they're gonna have to throw him out there the game opener. You
Yeah.
know.
maybe
Well,
that may be the
yeah,
move.
yeah, I agree. Game opener.
Yeah,
And
that
But
may
whatever
be the
whatever bottom feeder teams that they go against, so we can get some garbage time.
Facts. Facts.
yeah.
yeah, because
Shout
Orlando.
out to his moms though. She get to play her son on the new NBA 2K5
Right.
or whatever it
I
is.
seen her with the
How dope is that
sticks.
though?
I seen her with the sticks.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
dope, man. That's a
Yeah.
proud moment. I'm sure that's like a super dope proud moment. Because my thoughts were with the whole thing, his heart and all that type of stuff. I was like, how does the mom actually feel about it? So that weighs heavy. So that was my. So I'm sure
Yeah.
that's a proud moment though. So
yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a proud moment, and she had expressed before that she really didn't care if
right,
he did or not, you know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
rightfully so, as a mother, you just worried about the well being of your child and make sure they're healthy and make sure they're happy, right? And as long as he's healthy and happy, she says she's good with whatever he has going on and whatever decisions he makes. Because at the end of the day, he's the one who got to get up, go to practice, you know what I'm saying, go to workouts and perform in these games, bruh. And now the pressure's on. The pressure cooker is turned up another level because once that ball gets tipped up, daddy can't help you when them lights come
Yeah.
on.
Can't hide you from defenders.
Hey, that
Draymond Green can still catch you with that ball.
I
nah,
mean, he just
Draymond
gonna
would never
continue
do
to get
that.
exposed. Like,
Now
yeah,
that's
I
Draymond
not.
would
can't do
hope
that.
Draymond wouldn't,
Well,
but
hold
I
on.
mean,
Now that's not gonna happen. It all
Draymond's still getting paid by LeBron's company.
facts. They all have the same agent, so
right.
that's not gonna happen. Now, some of these other guys, they might try Bronny. They
Yeah,
I think
might.
they could try.
especially other rookies. Like, imagine how many people felt like they was denied a job because he got one.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
no,
Biggest
or
chip
no
on
or
their
he or
shoulder.
he was given something that they earned.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
And his contract is pretty nice. That ain't no rookie scale contract that he got neither.
Yeah,
Well,
that's who I think gonna be the ones who gonna give him the hardest time. The people who feel like you ain't even supposed to be here. Like
Right.
Yeah.
he's lucky that to our knowledge we don't know that there's any KGs in the league right now as far as verbally.
Right.
But a
well,
dude like how KG used to be would cut him deep.
well,
Yeah, that's a fact.
there are some in the G League, I know for sure.
Yeah.
So in the
Oh,
G
yeah.
League, if you've ever watched anybody out there that ever watched G League games, that's like throwing him to the wolves a little bit because as Dolly said, a lot of those guys at that level feel like he shouldn't be where he is. So when
Right.
he comes down, they're gonna have extra gas for him. So you
For
know what
sure,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
He gonna get everybody's best shot every night.
LeBron gonna send you. LeBron
Yeah,
gonna send one notice.
It's
Look here,
it's
get him
definitely
off the
going
squad.
the vibe is definitely gonna be like when MJ was playing for the Wizards. Like the opportunity to say you dunked on Jordan or you crossed over Jordan or like, oh
Yep.
man, I gave Jordan 38. Like that's gonna be a lot of people's Super Bowl. Just to be able to say, like, oh man, I bust his head.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
they
see.
better be
It's gonna be
careful.
interesting.
They
I think I
better be
want to go to
careful.
that game though. I would want to go to a game just for the experience to see if
I mean, this is probably going to be the only LeBron and his son little season.
This might be the only father-son season in NBA history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth going catching a game.
And
Well,
whose son's nobody else son is balling like that right now, right? That
Like as far as that's a good player.
yeah, that can make it to the NBA whose pops is in the league.
No,
Oh,
not
any
in the
still?
league. 'Cause
Nobody,
I was
not
gonna say
currently.
like Melo's son
I
is
was about to say
balling, but
Melo's
Melo
son
gone.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Like it's some dudes whose son gonna go, but
Right.
Mhm.
not gonna be able to play with them.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, LeBron, what 21 years in, like that's not normal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
At
You know,
all.
so
Unless you Kevin Willis.
yeah, exactly. Or
Oh
like
man, Kevin Willis played 20.
or like
22
Vince
years.
Carter.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not a lot of dudes hit, especially guards. You know, like swingmen, because we know a bunch of centers who hit 20 years.
Yeah. Tim
But
Duncan hit. Who else? I know Tim
Kareem
played.
Abdul-Jabbar,
Kareem,
Robert
right.
Parrish.
Yeah, quite a
Yeah.
few.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Tree Rollins, I think, did a
Yeah,
dub.
quite a few.
Oh, Tree.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a
but
bunch of them.
but yeah, I'm excited for them, and I'm excited to
Yeah,
see
sure.
what happens, man. And I hope the best for Bronny, man, because I hate to see a young kid like that get ate up in the media, and you know the media is waiting. They
Oh,
are
Oh, yeah.
waiting. They're
But
waiting for the. Go ahead.
luckily for Bronny, and I'm sure he'll never say it out loud, but it's the same point that his daddy made about 5 years ago. Like, nigga, when I go home, I'm LeBron.
Right.
When
Yeah.
you go home, you just you.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can talk as bad as you want to, nigga. I'm gonna go get in my Bentley and drive to a mansion.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they could take that, but I think with these kids nowadays, they just different, bro, and they feed off of social media. Like he's
Right.
grown up with it, but they actually read their comments, right? And
Yeah.
you know, we know as somebody at that stature, you probably shouldn't be reading the comments.
Right. Right.
KD, stay out of the
No.
comments, KD.
Right.
Man,
Right. So, but you know, that's the way they grew up. So with social media. So, but like I said, I feel like, you know, he's been prepared and, you know, of course, you know, Clutch Sports Management is gonna make sure that he has the best of whatever supporting system that he has to have. So he's gonna be fine. Rich
Yeah.
Paul gonna make sure he's fine.
Shout out to Brown for getting his son on the Lakers.
yeah,
Not just any team. He's playing for the Lakers, bro. So
yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Only
Yeah.
people I feel sorry for is Laker fans.
Man, because like
Because they want a championship, and
You
this
act
ain't
like
gonna
that's
bring it.
monumental to say. All it is just exciting, not his it's a father son duo. Outside
Yeah, we
of
might miss the
our
playoffs.
Right. Yeah,
you,
that
you
Laker
might have
team don't look like
you
it's
might have
gonna make
threw
the
away
playoffs.
all our
Either.
chances of winning anything, nigga. Like,
it was kind of like a excited but like sad moment when he got to the Lakers. It was like that, we happy for Brian, like that's dope, but at the same time it's like F it,
Well, I mean, they
FRC.
didn't
yeah,
really do much to upgrade the squad, so
Yeah,
that
because
squad
true.
been
got
running from
Yeah,
last year. So
because
they was
they
busy
had to.
getting Brian.
Yeah, they had to make too many moves to get Bronny. Like they had to line everything up perfectly to make that happen. So
Yep.
we can't go chase like a big free agent and
Absolutely
still
not.
try to pull his favor
And then how
of
many of
getting
them gonna want
Bronny.
to sit behind the father son duo?
I
Exactly.
mean,
Like imagine you going to a team and you wanted to make that big splash. You wanted to get the big, oh man, we got,
Yeah,
I don't know, just name a good player, like
right.
anybody. And then it's like, well,
anyone really? That's
I gotta
good.
play second fiddle to this nigga who shouldn't even be in the NBA.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a Celtic fan, so I don't have to worry about them problems. Shout out
And
to the
that,
ring.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if even like Kevin Durant, like let's just say a huge name like KD, if
Right.
KD came to the Lakers, that still wouldn't be as big a story as
Yeah,
Bronny. And
nothing
That's a
was.
fact.
as a player with an ego, you don't want to be like, damn nigga, I ain't make no news. I ain't even make the front page
I'm not even
when
gonna
I
Over
was
lie.
Bronny?
called.
Dang.
I'm not even
Okay.
gonna lie. I forgot he got drafted until media day. I was like, oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is like even in the commercial for 2K, like one of the first things you see in the 2K commercial is Bronny throwing
Bronny.
the lob
Bronny.
to his daddy. Like
And
Wow.
how
Marketing
many
at
nigga,
its finest.
if
incoming
it
rookies
wasn't
got that type of play? No.
exactly, if it wasn't for his name, we wouldn't care. Nobody would, But one thing that us LeBron fans could say is, ha ha, Marcus didn't make it. I can't even
Go.
like
Let's
that.
go.
I
Let's go.
mean,
Let's go.
it
Jordan
don't it don't mean nothing to me because I'm like I said, I'm a fan of LeBron and Jordan. I just know that we live in that's what I'm saying, we talking about different
Yeah,
decades. Because if this were to happen in that time, Bronny would have suffered the same fate. Because to me, if we gonna talk basketball to basketball, Marcus is probably a better player and better prepared than what Bronny is right now
I think
to
there's quite a
play
few
in
that
this
are.
league.
it's bigger, taller.
Yeah, more
Stocky.
Yeah,
physical,
but
more of a physical guy.
he wasn't that good though. He wasn't a very
I
skilled
mean, his
player.
his his numbers were solid. I mean, where
What
he
do we
played
call
at,
Bronny?
FIU?
yeah. I
What
mean,
if
his
yeah.
his numbers were solid. So I mean,
I mean, Bronny's just small.
But I think honestly because MJ wanted to win so much, he wouldn't have went for that shit.
He's
well,
like, no, I ain't
well,
bringing all
Jordan
my
MJ
squad.
Jordan
Right.
is
MJ
one of
would have
those.
had that nigga playing for the Bucks.
Well, Jordan old
Nigga, you
school.
not
Jordan
coming over
is
here on this team,
Jordan
nigga.
is you
We
Right.
get it yourself.
we
You
want
I
these
Yeah.
I
championships,
I
little
earned
nigga.
it. I earned it. You got to earn it.
Yeah,
You
Right.
know
I
what I'm
think that would
saying?
have been that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jordan's the
Them
ultimate
old heads.
competitor.
A lot of them old heads are
you're not
Yeah,
already.
hopping it off my name.
MJ would have been like, nigga, you better go to the Bucks, nigga. Good luck. I put in a good
He
word for you.
That's a
killing his
fact.
son at practice because he wasn't even doing his own players solid like that. He's roughing them up, so I can imagine that.
Yeah, you got to get it how you live. And
Hmm.
speaking of getting it how you live, I want to transition to the NFL a little bit. And I saw this. I'm going to talk about this for a second, man. All right. So this post was basically talking about how these three quarterbacks are with different teams now and they're playing lights out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I tell people all the time. A lot of these players, and this could go from football to basketball across
Yeah, a
different
lot of
different
sports.
landscapes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the player, it's the system,
Hmm.
Yeah.
right? And you change the player or you change the player, the system, and the coaches around that player, you got a
Yeah.
whole nother guy. So people
Right.
got to quit calling people bust off the rip
Yeah.
because they're drafted into a system and that system and that coach might not be for them.
I
And then
love
they get
Bryce
somewhere else.
Young. Bryce Young, that the Panthers are terrible, man. But I would say for those three players, because I watched all three of them in college, they weren't that mature coming out of college. Anyway, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, his mechanics, he was good, but his mechanics were crazy. Geno Smith was a freak athletically, but I mean, he wasn't solid coming out of college. You get what I'm saying? Like he was, going to be this great, NFL quarterback. But
I
some of
don't know
them
if I
dudes
agree
just
with
need to
that.
mature.
I
I
don't know if I
mean,
agree with that. All those
I
dudes are
wasn't really
immature when they
hot
come
on
out of
Gino. He
college.
was balling, but he wasn't like,
All of
I'm
those
going to make him
guys
a.
coming out of college, 21, 22, are all immature. You
I
have the
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
outliers. You have
Yeah.
the outliers. Some of those guys who are just, different. Like for example, like Travis Hunter. Like Travis
Right.
Hunter's, demeanor and his way to approach the game and stuff like that. When he gets to the next level, whoever gets him is gonna have a great player, but not because of what he can do on the field, but the kind of person he is, and you're not gonna have to worry about
Yeah.
all this other crap.
Right.
He's
Right.
gonna be ready to play. Guarantee you. Like he's gonna come into whatever organization he's going to, and he's gonna be ready to play off the
Day
rip.
one.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I agree. But
Yeah,
And
his mentality is different though.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah,
way more
that's
mature. He's way
Right.
more mature. So every now and again, you get guys like that who are very mature guys who are not, ninth year seniors.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah,
Right.
saying?
Right.
So
right.
who are just mature kids coming out of high school and
And
going
those
into
are the
college.
rare ones.
Yeah,
Right.
they're rare, but a lot of these guys they're immature.
They're all
Right.
So
immature.
and they
Yeah.
gotta learn. So go ahead, Doe.
yeah. But I use that same for like basketball, because I was telling the homie, I said, if let's hypothetically say like Steph went to the Bucks, do you think they would have been letting him shoot and dribble like that? Like, do you think he'd have been able to get that off like the same with Kawhi Leonard? Like, if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the system that he was in with Popovich, like, do you think that he would have been able to have a career that he had? Like, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to show the talents that they had if they got put into the wrong system.
I
Yeah,
agree.
for
Exactly.
sure. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. That's and that's in life in general, man. Some of y'all not terrible employees. You just at the wrong job. You need to
Fact.
Yeah.
find somewhere else to work. So
Yes,
you
sir.
know what
Yeah,
I'm
Some of
saying?
like
y'all, some of y'all frontline customer service is not your thing.
yeah, like
It's a
I
fact.
think
Facts.
Albert
Yes.
Einstein said, if you was to judge a fish by his ability to climb a tree, you call him stupid.
Fact.
Facts. Because some of y'all need to leave the cash register alone.
Yeah,
You
I,
Customer
back
I could
service
there in
never
the
as
do
stores
period.
customer
cleaning
service.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
customer service period.
my social battery run out on people real quick.
Right.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm built for customer service, so I'm cool with it. But man, say
Hey, I'm saying built for it or not, there's always something or someone that's gonna push your button.
Yeah, because I'm a person, not a people person.
right,
I'm real good with one person,
right.
but once it's a lot of people, I'm tripping.
Well, yeah, too many nuances. It's
Yeah, they're gonna be
hilarious.
like, why is he in the bathroom again?
This is hilarious,
He'd have
man.
been
Like,
in it
is,
for
is he
45
is he
minutes.
purposely back there sweeping the floor? Hey, Anthony, ain't you supposed to be up here at the register? Nah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and mop this dookie up out this bathroom. Don't even worry about it. I got it.
I'd rather clean the dookie than deal with
And
the
that's
Yeah,
and that's a statement because don't nobody want to do that.
I'm here in the
chores.
bathtub. I'm scrubbing this toilet, man. Y'all go ahead and let him handle them people.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're the owner of something and kids come in pushing stuff off the shelves, listen here, man, you gotta have a lot of patience. I'm just telling you. The parents don't know how to control their kids. Like they don't. It is hilarious. So
I feel the spirit of
Some
Joe
people,
Jackson.
that's not their job either. Parenting.
You get the spirit of Joe Jackson overcomes you.
the spirit of Joe Jackson. That is a fact. I'm telling you.
Man.
Parenting. That's a good point, Patricia. Yeah.
All right. And speaking of patience, man, I want to transition a little bit from the sports and everything to some real life situations, man. When you're dating somebody, you gotta be patient, right? There are many situations when you're dating that calls for you to be patient, right? But this is a situation that I saw on my timeline, and I had to ask the family
worry.
about this, right? So it's fun to get wild a little bit. So this is a situation, right? So this guy goes over to this lady's house and sleeps over, and he pees in the bed, right? Now,
The fact that this photo exists is diabolical.
but here's the thing. Now, somebody's looking at this And we're laughing at it, but it's been
It's
their
real.
reality, right?
It's real.
Because a lot of people, they go out on dates, they drink a lot, they get drunk and stuff
You
like
can't
that.
hold your
And
bladder.
I've heard stories of women inviting, usually it's women inviting guys over, and the guy is sloppy drunk, and then he pees in the bed. But women have done it too. I've even heard one lady say she pooped in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
So, Trisha Michelle, what as the lady here, like we're gonna go to you first. Like, what do you do? Like how would you handle this situation? You invite a guy over, he pees in your bed.
He got to get up and go. Like, buddy, get up. Like, you got to go. Like, I'm sorry. Ain't no patience. Ain't no understanding. Ain't no we were drunk. That's fine. But I'm not. I'm sorry. And I just met you anyway. It's not like I love you and I'm like, oh my God, babe. Like, get up and get out.
You
So are
ain't
you
gonna make
done?
him wash the
Are
sheets
you
at
done with
least.
him? Are you done with him?
I'm
Period.
absolutely done with him. And I would expect him to be done with me if I ever did that, which I'm not, thank God.
Okay, so what if it's a guy you've been dating for a while, and you
No,
you you actually like the guy?
And he
I
pees.
don't,
And
I don't, I,
he
I don't
pissed
love
to the
him.
bed, as the country folks would say.
If I do not love this man,
Time
I'm
to
not
go.
doing that.
Piss to the bed.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, and I'm not even lying. Like I need to love you to make me want to clean up your throw up, to make me want to clean up, whatever, to do stuff like that, to care for you on that capacity, and to be probably got some of your pee on my thigh. Like,
Dang, you can't even turn over because if you turn up, hold on.
like
But isn't
what?
it similar to the wet spot after?
Yeah,
I
but
sleep in the wet
I,
spot.
I do too. So I mean,
That's not.
I'm a
Look,
gentleman.
first of all,
Let's do it. Come
we're
on.
not gonna compare the two things of you being drunk and whatever else, and you over there and you
yes.
peed on
But what I'm
yourself so
saying
bad
But
you
is,
if
can see
you
up in
if you
dreams.
piss in my bed,
Yeah, like
we going to the mattress store.
he wants
You
a
got to put at
replacement.
I
least
mean, I got a
half
pillow.
on
I got a
that.
pillow top. So I mean,
It doesn't matter. They still gotta go. On my end, they gotta go. I don't care.
feel
They
like
gotta
I
go.
gotta
Like,
go.
yeah, we gonna need some definite extreme reconciliation. I don't know what we gonna do about this, but something gonna be done. Cause ain't no way in hell. You a grown ass woman.
but you'll
Yeah.
let her come back though.
No.
See?
See the thing is like this. Like me personally, like I don't like sloppy drunk women.
Yeah, see, you had to be
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
really
so
sloppy.
if you sloppy drunk, you're not coming home with me. Like we ain't even doing that.
What if she's
Right.
not
So
sloppy
if
drunk?
you
What if
was
she
to
just had that dream where she went to the
A
restroom in
wet
her
dream.
dream?
Then that's a whole
she's a
therapy
grown
problem.
ass woman.
You need a therapist.
But what if she
Yeah,
got
like at
little? What if she
41,
got
nigga,
little kidneys, fam? What if she got little kidneys
Then
so
I
she
need to
can't
see
really
the
hold it?
doctors,
yeah.
medical
She should have had some
statement
depends on.
that
She should
advises.
have if she got little kidneys, she know that. She should have had some depends with a thong under it. Like, look, baby, I
She
No,
didn't
got
want
this
to.
little
She
okay.
didn't want to
issue.
tell
Shut
you that,
up.
though.
You
She didn't want
shut
to tell
up.
you that. She wasn't
Like,
expecting it
I
that
got
night.
this little I got this little thing that I be doing. So I'm gonna have to put these on to go to bed
But
with you.
just like if
Like,
somebody had gut issues where they just after they eat some milk, whatever, drink milk or whatever the case may be, that's something you gotta let your partner know. My
yeah,
stomach
like
be
you
tripping a little bit. So if you
know
know
your
you
body.
pissy, then you need to announce that because I might not want to deal with a wet bed.
Yeah, know your body because it's like people. There's people who fart in the bed. You know, if you fart in your sleep real bad, like let me know because I might be a light sleeper. I don't need to be woke up thinking it's an earthquake.
These are
I
things
mean,
that you got to
that's
let people know, and then it's up to that person to
be
decide if they want to
transparent.
deal with you. If you know what, when I drink a little bit, even if it's one drink, sometimes I pee in bed. I'm just let you know, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see you back on your
You ain't
mama,"
sleeping in my bed.
because that's what we're
Oh,
not doing.
here go what we gonna do. We gonna do the nasty, and you gonna get the hell up and get ghost and
I
pee
don't
in
want
your
nothing
own
to do
damn
with you.
bed. That's what we gonna do. We gonna
Be
do what we
extra
do, and then
moist.
you gonna go get you an Uber. We
That's
gonna
Yeah,
find
cold,
you a way
man.
home, baby girl.
That's
I don't
tough.
want no parts. I'm
Or
sorry.
we gonna get you like we gonna make you a rubber sleeping bag.
That's cold.
You
First
gonna
of
sleep
all,
with a trash bag wrapped around your ass.
where was their blankets at and stuff? Go back to that photo. She looked like
They
she
was
had
on
something
top of the
on
They was
blanket.
on
her.
top of the
Oh,
blanket.
so they didn't.
They fell asleep. Like, and he in his basketball shorts. So you know what I'm saying. You
She
know,
got a
He
whole
you,
probably
outfit on. She got a whole outfit
he
on.
probably knew he was gonna piss. That's why he only had basketball shorts on, because he
and he
He
probably
could,
slept
knew he
on
was
top.
gonna piss.
he could
He
just
was
take
like, I
those
ain't gonna
off.
fuck up no good silk pajamas. I'm gonna go ahead and piss in these. I got these from the swap meet.
Man, say man.
That's yeah. I ain't fooling with it. Ken, you fooling with it?
All right, so here's the thing. What I'm gonna give people some advice right now. I
Okay.
just know these things just randomly. All right, so if you have issues with people who wet the bed, or you have situations that might wet the bed, as we say, you need to go to the store and pick up you some little nighttime, the nighttime little blocks.
Pampers,
No, not the
adult
pamper,
diapers.
not
It's
the
a
nah. It's the thing you lay on your bed. You can put it under your sheets, so that even if you don't have somebody who pees in the bed, but you
oh,
have one of those situations where
Oh,
somebody, what I'm saying,
it's the bed
you
liner.
run
Like
into a squirter, just for
Yeah,
example.
okay, squirter.
Yeah, you have that available. That way you don't have to
facts.
worry about the wet spot because you got
That's
that taken
facts.
care of.
or you can
Get
always
her
just
one of
use your
them.
doggy pad.
That's what I was gonna say. Put one of them doggy pads down in the
Well,
middle
but
of the
see, that's
bed
That's so
it's
revealing,
for
you
a
know.
it's a
germ
That's so
doggy
shepherd.
revealing.
pad, but this for humans. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry
I'm just
about, what I'm saying,
saying.
this for humans.
Come over here,
It's a
So,
little pup
human
pup.
doggy pad.
Come over here,
Yeah,
little
Patricia,
pup
it's
pup.
it's
Patricia
it's
got dogs, so she
it's
knows what's
basically
up.
for kids. You know what I'm saying? For kids who wet the bed. So it's just a big thing you just put down. But yeah, you can get some of those from Amazon or CVS or whatever, and that'll take care
Man,
of that.
listen,
Yeah, I
man,
got them
listen, man.
moisture wicking sheets on my bed, but piss.
Yeah, you don't want that.
That's
Oh,
that's
No,
we
a
gonna have
that's
a
a
motherfucking
that's
problem.
a
I don't
heavy
like the
loss.
way piss smell.
that's
Piss is
what that
like
yeah.
highly
Especially if
acidic.
you've been drinking. So yeah, that's gonna be a rough one.
Or
Yeah.
eating
But you gonna wash
asparagus.
the sheets before you leave though.
Oh yeah,
I might make
asparagus.
you.
Your
I
piss
still
smell
might
like
make
it.
you a sandwich or two. You know what I'm talking about. But you don't. Yeah, sprinkle that down with some simple green because I got the
You making
mattress
her
top.
a sandwich?
He said some
Yeah,
simple
yeah,
green.
yeah. I'm a yeah, yeah. Before
You
I put
you
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 out, you know what I'm
really a
saying?
good gentleman.
Man, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in some. Listen, I have small kidneys, so when I was a little boy, I used to have to sleep with the mattress pad
Oh,
under the
so you
bed.
Mr. Peabody.
No, no, no. We ain't peeing like that. That's a lie. No, not in
Oh,
our
I
adult
I
age.
need to
Nigga said,
understand how they deserve a
Alexa,
sandwich
play
after they done pissed the
Ignition by
bed.
R. Kelly.
So, you know what I'm saying? Coming up as a little kid, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, mama had to wake your boy up, you know what I'm saying, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
So
Make me
you
go to
and
go
her,
pee.
y'all gonna be sharing the bathroom at 2 in the morning. Baby, wake up. You know we gotta pee.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
supposed to
oh
walk
man.
this thing together if we're gonna
You know
walk
we
it,
gotta
you know what I'm
we gotta
saying?
do this. You get the toilet first because I'm a gentleman and I'm gonna go after you.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
You go first, you know what I'm saying? Go handle your business, you know
He
what I'm
said, "You
saying?
just sit down and just open your leg a little bit so I can pee too."
Yeah, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow.
Well,
That's
we live on, oh Lord.
are we speaking from
That's
experience here?
that's
I
that's
mean,
pissing
Absolutely
what's
not.
going
that's pissing on
what's
all
going on
Madden.
here? What's going
Absolutely
on
not. That
here?
just
That
it
is
popped.
that
Oh,
is all
It
Madden.
popped in
open
my
the
head,
floodgates
and the
up in this
visual
joint.
was hilarious.
That's
So
Ugh.
all
I
Madden
had
right
to
there.
say it.
That nigga got sniper aim. That's American sniper.
Imagine he ain't the pissed all on their head.
Wow. That's diabolical right there.
That's what
That's
I'm
Drip, drip,
saying.
drip,
R. Kelly
drip, drip, drip.
hey,
Hey, you
I'm
gotta
just
get your
saying.
get back. You pissed on her, should have pissed on
or
your head.
Carisha.
I'm just saying.
Mm.
Set your alarm, fellas. You know what I'm talking about? You might need it.
Mr. Peabody.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Hey,
All
triple
right.
free new album, Mr. Peabody. So
P.E.E.
He
Diddy.
wasn't talking about that.
Facts. P. Diddy. Yeah. All right, y'all. We want to transition again to another story, man. I'll just be finding these weird stories, man. And this past weekend, I believe it was, there was a MMA fight, a UFC fight. Women. Something special happened during that fight.
mm-hmm,
One one of the ladies knocked out her opponent,
mm-hmm,
and she did this.
Mm.
She twerked on she twerked on her
mm-hmm,
opponent after she knocked her out. And people
mm-hmm,
felt like this was disrespectful to the sport, not only to her opponent.
mm-hmm.
So, how do y'all feel about that? To me, that's freaking hilarious.
I
The
think it's
fact that
funny.
she twerked on her opponent after she knocked her out, and I'll take a page from my dad's notes And if you don't want to get twerked on, don't get knocked out.
I
Okay.
mean,
It's
I,
pretty simple.
It's
I'm not
it's
mad
And
about it.
it's that simple. Like, cause like a joke I make about me and my kids is we sore losers and sore winners. Like I'm dancing in your face. You don't want to lose to me at anything.
right.
Cause I'm not a good sport. I don't believe in sportsmanship. I don't raise my kids to be good sportsmen. You don't want to get danced on. Don't lose.
Facts.
My thing is, they always go extra with it, disrespectful to the sport. Like, but
As
if
if
she
the
was out
sport
there,
ain't,
if she was
yeah.
just twerking for y'all, y'all be cool with it.
Right.
So let her do a little pop pop on the lady head and carry on.
I mean, I think
But
for me,
a
really
lot
at
of
this point, it's really just the fact that you sweaty and going on and you got your cakes right on top of my head.
I mean, this
That's
is
another story.
MMA. That
that was
don't matter.
definitely a fish
I
sandwich.
know. And that's the only thing I would be mad about because
Yeah, she
at
gave
that
her a
point,
fish
you're in the
sandwich.
ring with another
She
woman.
gave,
Y'all done grabbed
she
each
gave her the
other, jumped
snapper
on each
clapper.
other, the whole nine, everything. So, y'all sweaty. And
Well,
that,
if they didn't
that's really
already
the only
fought,
thing for me
Yeah, I'm
that
like,
really
they didn't already have
she know what she
arms in
smelled like
between
already.
lips and all
Right.
kind of stuff. She
That's
gave
what
her
I'm
the
saying.
snapper clapper and carried on.
Right. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, it's no, I mean, personally, I'd be like, she got a twat in my face, whatever.
And
But
I feel
that's
like
not it.
a lot of they be picking and choosing on who they feel can clown and who can't.
Yeah,
Facts.
of
Because
course.
we done seen Conor McGregor show people up and like
Facts.
they don't call it disrespectful. Like certain athletes, they love to see them dance in the end zone and do certain celebrations. And then other athletes, when they do a little something, they like, oh my God,
That's
this
like
is
old
just
dude that did the gun
have
look.
some class. Act like you've
Right.
been there before.
I mean, they
And
did
that's
it with
like, nigga,
Cam
you can't
Newton.
tell me how to be happy.
That was like the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark thing.
Right. They did it with Cam
Hmm.
Newton when he used to do the Superman thing. And used to tell
Hmm.
him, you only do it when I score a touchdown. So either you stop me
Keep
or
me out the end zone.
keep me out there.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
And with the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese thing, that's done so much for marketing. Like, it was needed, to be honest.
Yeah,
So,
they was the magic and bird of today.
facts.
yeah.
It's just a dope ass storyline. So,
I like what's going on for WNBA for sure.
yeah, because
Yeah,
they
we'll see. We'll
definitely
see.
they've never been talked about to this degree.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a
Asia
fact.
Wilson is a beast.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there are great WNBA players, right? But they just needed the platform to be raised a little bit.
Right.
And, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were able to accomplish that on the college level, which domino effect when they came into the WNBA. And now look at women's sports, you know what I'm saying? They were already great, but now they're
Yeah.
on a much higher platform and they've signed a larger deal, TV deal.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
and they
therefore they're going to be able to make a lot more money. They're flying private flights now. They're not,
Yeah, they
having to
fancy
go to
now.
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
for
yeah.
that reason, they need to stop hating on Caitlin Clark
I
because
mean,
I very rarely cape for the snow bunnies.
Right.
But I see a whole lot of how she get treated on the court, and it's like, dog, that's our cash cow. Y'all better stop
that's because
playing with
they
her like
mad. She
that.
low key the face of the NBA right now, outside of the fact that,
True, but they
Asia's balling,
stop
Yeah.
but
playing with
Caitlyn
the
brought
cash
the
cow.
money.
I
Exactly.
mean,
Y'all need to stop playing with the cash cow. Like,
I say keep it going because it's really, they ain't got nothing else really to kind of hype or talk about.
No, you gotta watch, like, them girls is balling.
they be
Like,
I know
yeah, but
some of
some
them
of
are,
they
but
be trying to
without
hurt her.
without the exposure,
they do. Yeah.
They be
now, of
trying to
course,
injure her. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all need to
right,
stop playing with the cash cow. Like,
That's that jealousy shit.
yeah,
They mad.
you could stop her from scoring. Like, you could play a little rough, but like, dog, if she get hurt or she decide to say, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to Russia, the cameras is leaving with
I
her.
put, you know what, that is true.
Hmm.
I
That is
can
true.
agree.
The
Yeah,
cameras will leave with her because I'm telling you, dog, like these other countries, they pay way more for these women.
Yeah.
That's a
These
fact.
women be going
yeah.
out the country to really make their
Get way
money.
more
They
money. Yeah,
really only
That's what
playing the
they. Yeah.
WNBA for the pride of the United
United
States.
States, right?
They can go
Hmm.
to Lithuania and make a bag. So it's like Caitlyn might be like, you know what, they love me out there in, you know, I don't
But you know
know,
what?
Yugoslavia.
Ukraine.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's changed in the past, maybe I would say maybe 3 to 4 years with social media being such a big cash cow for a lot of these women now. Like Liz Cambage chose to go play somewhere else, and because she had other opportunities to make money, like
Get naked.
a lot of these ladies don't have to go overseas to play anymore because they're making so much money, off
Get
of just,
naked.
well,
Getting
that. But they have sponsorship deals and stuff like that that a lot of these ladies have never seen before in the
right.
WNBA. So now they don't have to do all the stuff that they had to do before in order to make ends meet, or in order to make a certain amount of money. Now they can just do it in the United States. So
And be straight, right.
They
yeah,
almost like NIL deals.
facts. So but yeah, like I said, man, women's sports has come a long way, but along with women's sports coming a long way, the role of some women in sports has not changed. And this next story is a wild one, and you'll kind of see what I mean here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this picture up, and y'all already know what the deal is when
Oh
y'all see
Lord.
this. When y'all see this type of action, and I just wanted to run this by y'all right quick and see what
Babies
the
on
heck is going
babies.
on. Right, this has happened in not only in the NFL. It's not the first time. It's happened in the NBA too recently. What is up with these guys having babies by the same chick? Like she got a baby by, this football player and that football player. So you gonna impregnate her, or she got a baby by a future and she got a baby by this guy over here, and you gonna be the next baby daddy? Come on, man. Like,
I
what is
mean,
going on?
it goes to show you that even though they got money, these dudes ain't that smart, or they ain't great at picking women. But then again, also when you making that type of money, impregnating a chick and giving her, that type of money ain't really nothing to you. You just, you want to smash, so you smashed, and you baby, but other than that, I don't
It's too many
understand.
women out here,
The
bro, for y'all
thing,
to
It
be
is.
smashing the same
That's the
chick.
the
crazy part.
the
That's the
thing is,
crazy
it's
part.
it's like this. You a whole lot more likely to go to a restaurant if it got 5-star Yelp reviews.
That's true.
Like they like she got that.
She got that
She got that
yummy.
thing on her.
She
But
got that
man,
yummy,
put a
Cause
condom on,
like yeah,
bro.
but that's I don't
And she
I
might,
don't even
even
want to
though she
sound
got
like that,
several
but
baby daddies, she might still be a good mom.
yeah, having sex with a condom is like getting a massage with a big jacket on. So a lot of people they don't like wearing condoms, you
Well,
know.
some of these dudes ain't gonna have no jacket when
Yeah,
they
it's
done playing, because they ain't gonna have no money to buy one,
yeah,
because
Fact.
they gonna
That's
be
it's
the
like
fact.
it's
broke.
The
yeah,
girl gonna have all the money.
Yeah,
yeah, but
facts.
because the thing is, it's like one of these situations of like me personally, like I've always said, like nigga, if I was to ever get rich and famous like that, like I'm going to the hospital and I'm looking for them lady nurses that look real good that don't nobody know who they are. Like I'm gonna be in my kid's school trying to get me one of them school teachers that don't nobody know about. Like I'm gonna be at all the truck stops looking for the finest
Not
clerk
at
at the
all the
truck stop.
truck
I don't
stops.
know, fam. When you
That be
get
them
money,
like them.
They got
when you
some
get money,
fine
you go to
clerks that
different
work at
you go
some
to
of
different
them
spots.
pilots and them flying J's. Like, man, you'd be surprised. You find
And
some
you
fine women that work at
find
the
out she a
7
whole lot
Eleven
lizard.
An
sub
upgraded
somewhere
lot
in
lizard,
the middle of
Yeah.
Tupelo, Mississippi,
top tier
you
lot
know.
lizard.
Yeah,
Listen,
nigga,
man.
she over there in Booty Shake, Alabama, nigga. They got some nice looking women that they be having some real menial jobs.
I mean, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is when you get money, you tend to go to different places,
The
and
same
yeah,
chicks
you
be there.
might just meet somebody that you're like, oh Lord,
Trisha
and you can't
Michelle,
help.
as a woman, when you see those type of stories, like how do you feel?
Okay, so because I
Like
went off for a second.
these guys getting pregnant. This guy's getting the same
I'm
chick
finna
pregnant.
say
Like
niggas getting pregnant.
three NFL players got the same lady pregnant.
Oh yeah, I think that's stupid. But for her, she just out here racking in bags. Like it's clearly
Right.
all she's doing. Like, and in her head, she like y'all went to a nigga. Like you must got that good D, cause whatever. So clearly she must got that good, cause they keep running over there to her. But I ain't gonna do no stupid shit like that. I don't even want to deal with that many people. Like that's
Facts.
dumb.
She
But
got that wagyu.
She got that premium
About 3,000.
Yeah, man, she got that
drive.
And
real
you know
good.
them dudes be talking.
But that's
They
what I'm
be
saying.
passing the
That's what it
shit
is.
around.
And instead of being like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get her pregnant, you know,
Oh,
she
yeah.
Yeah,
probably
like,
she probably put that trick on them, and they be like, you know what, fuck it.
I don't think. Yeah,
I don't
that.
know. You
Yeah.
gotta kind of
No, let me
be
tell you how it's
incompetent to go
so
over there.
easy to like be the
Yeah,
total dude. Just especially if you got
nutting
some
me,
good
daddy.
Right.
Come in this pussy, daddy.
and say that in the middle of it.
Yeah, nigga, they gonna say something that you ain't never heard before, and you gonna be like, you know what?
Discombobulated.
She gonna be like,
That's
oh,
crazy, man.
I just love it when I just love the feeling that you just, and he be like,
And
okay,
Come here, my little
cool.
cream pie.
Let me do that,
and,
baby.
and then
And the
now you
thing
see
is, like, they don't
they,
have 18 years worth of careers, so it's like there's
yeah,
Yeah.
gonna come a time when them payments is gonna be unaffordable.
that well is gonna run
Facts.
dry.
Yeah,
Facts.
y'all niggas got like a 3-year window on
That's
average.
why I say these dudes. We can't sit here and act like these dudes is that intelligent. Like
Oh
some of
no,
these
we know for a
dudes,
fact they not.
Well,
they
they
ain't that
wasn't thinking with that head.
either head. Because when they get
Man,
the
when
money, they wild out with that, and then the
when
other head. Listen, I think most
when your
of you
dick is
men,
alive, your brain is asleep.
right?
They got
And we know
concussions
most
on both.
men. You get
They got
some money.
concussions on both heads.
Yeah, when your dick wake up, your brain fall asleep.
A double concussion.
No,
Wow.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Yeah, nigga,
yes,
because
it's a sad case, but
once little head start driving, nigga, big head get in the
so
passenger seat.
That's a fact, man. So, the niggas have done some dumb stuff
yeah, I don't get
Cause
it.
for
like
the
even like
kids.
think about it, like it's a whole lot of rappers with the same baby mama.
Oh yeah,
yes,
Mhm.
facts
that's a fact.
You
passed
know,
around.
it's a lot of these
You can't
entertainers who have
find no
been
chick without no
cause,
babies.
cause like literally dog, like the very moment that I decided that I wasn't a fan of Ocho Cinco no more was when he got with Evelyn Lozada. I was
Okay,
like, this nigga career is over, dog. Like, nigga, she has broken many an athlete.
Yep.
right.
Why would
Makes no
you
sense.
park your car in that garage that always has dents on every car that comes out of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that boggles me. Even yeah, that's weird, man. That you would, yeah,
To know that there's like
three
bad
dudes like you in the
reputation
same
there.
profession, like
Yes.
y'all play against
And
each other.
ruined them niggas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Cause
how does that conversation go?
yeah, like cause it wasn't like she had like these healthy endings with these niggas. Like,
Right, it
She
was
didn't
nigga,
make
all
them
so
come back.
like
she was on the athlete wife show. Like, nigga, you
Mm-hmm.
seen how raggedy she is. And
and
you just
something
thought like,
attracted you to her.
I'm better than them niggas.
But
You
that's
know, but
really what they
like,
be thinking.
but something that
That's
I
really a
Most
always
people
statement.
say,
are
it ain't.
egotistical
But
for
I
the most
always
part.
say it ain't no woman dumber than a nigga fourth baby mama.
Facts.
Yeah.
I would say three, but I mean, you went
Same
four.
difference. Like,
Yeah,
nigga, after you done seen this nigga wreck 3 or 4 cars, you don't want to let him drive yours.
that's a
But for some strange reason, people love to get in that line. Like, nigga, ain't people coming up out of there with busted lips and teeth
Ain't
knocked
that
out?
what's this rapper NLE Chopper Wood? Not him, but whichever one is that him that got all the kids in a
No,
few
you
different
talking about
names? I don't
NBA
know.
NBA
young
young
boy.
boy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, my bad,
Yeah.
Chopper.
Yeah, he got
well,
like
NBA
12,
gun boy.
13 kids.
Yeah.
ain't
And
he in jail
he's
right now?
I don't know. A lot of them be in jail, bro. I don't keep up with them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
nigga,
know.
all
Those
these
ones
little
I don't know
niggas
where
with
they be
letters in
at.
their names, like,
Yeah.
Oh
I
well,
Yeah.
don't know.
All right.
fellas, don't be thinking with your boy.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
yeah, that's great to say, but we know
Yeah,
it's gonna
when the
continue.
little head is
Continue on.
driving, the big head is in the passenger seat, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
Be
Find you an
careful.
OG, man. Find you an OG
yeah,
that's worthwhile, man. That's the only thing that's gonna help some of these young guys is
Or
having some guys around them that's in their ear that's telling them some good advice, man.
yeah.
or why
I
wouldn't you
really
find
feel
you an
like
older chick whose babies is grown and gone? Like
be, because they haven't experienced the greatness of seasoned coochie yet.
that
Like,
might
we know
be true.
because
Because
we're of
you know
age.
they still in their 30s, they 20, 20, 27, 28,
That's why
29.
them niggas is messing with what's the old
Yeah, they
girl that
still
was
in the
hanging out at
20s.
the college and now she like a
Oh, what's
Muslim or
her
something.
name?
Brittany Renner.
Brittany
Brittany
Yeah.
Renner.
Renner.
Yeah.
You know, another one, Drea Michelle, nigga. She
Yep.
got one of them little
She did get a
Yep,
Lil
she
little
got
number
Jay.
at
Jalen
20
Green.
something.
Yep,
Yeah.
she got
Yeah.
Jalen Green.
So, some of them niggas is, what's her name? Got
Was
Bernice.
it Pippen?
Brown.
Larsa?
Larsa Pippen.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's molestation. That's terrible. She should be locked up for that.
That's crazy.
You probably used to bounce that little nigga on your lap at one point. Like that's
And
just
now and,
nasty.
and now you bouncing
Pippen
on
is
his.
the oldest
Yeah, now
profession
exactly.
in the world.
Now he
That's
bouncing in. Now you bouncing in his lap. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Full
Yeah.
circle.
All
But
right. Well, we speaking of wild things and crazy things going on, man. I don't know if you all have been paying attention to it, but there's been a lot of celebrities and stuff like that passing away. I've just been
Yeah.
like,
It's
dang,
been like almost every day somebody's announced in the
yeah.
past
rest
few
in
weeks.
peace, Mount Matumbo.
Yeah,
Man,
so I mean, for me, that's one of the ones that definitely stood out because growing up and what I'm saying, 80s and 90s, we watched him
Yeah.
play. We
That
all
Denver Nugget
love,
team. Yeah.
yeah, we all love the what I'm saying, the finger wag. You know what I'm saying, and in recent times they had put him in commercials.
Right.
And brought that back so another generation of kids knows about the finger wag, and
yeah,
you've seen other NBA players do it too now. So but man, that was one of those things that when I saw that pop up, I was like, dang.
yeah,
And he wasn't even 60, man. So that's what I
58.
think was shocking for it. But I think they said he had brain cancer. So
Yeah.
hmm
praying for his family, man. And also Pete Rose, man. A lot of people don't know
Charlie
yeah,
Hustle.
about Pete Rose, man. It's old school, but
Legend.
us that grew up around that time, man, we're familiar with Pete Rose and his story, and they have been going back and forth lately about the,
Putting him
of
in the
course,
Hall of Fame.
him Hall of Fame. So
Yeah.
I
I
think it would
think
be
he.
only right.
Hating.
I think it'd be only
Yeah.
right that they do it, that they go ahead and do
yeah.
it,
I mean,
man.
they're gonna do it now for sure.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, I
I
hope
don't think
so.
they'll do it. I don't think they'll do it. Cardinals seeing betting on baseball. It's like, yeah,
But that that's
I don't think they'll. And plus, Pete Rose wasn't always the most. What's the right word? He wasn't the most politically correct person. Like he's a straight shooter, and he wasn't too kind to a lot of people, even when he was, alive. But I mean, I don't think baseball will put him in there. I think
yeah. But
they'll
that's
just
one thing
let him be talked about as is. So
Yeah, that
I've
is
always
true
hated
though.
that about baseball. Cause like that's like how they try to punish players for like like I would say about
yeah,
how the writers can determine your legacy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same with like Barry Bonds. Like that nigga had two Hall of Fame careers. Nigga, he should get two
facts,
jackets.
facts. That's just a
So
fact.
it's like they pick and choose who they like and who they don't like. Like
That's because
they
most of the
be
writers never really played
politicking.
baseball. The
exactly.
writers they were writers, but most of the writers never really played baseball. So they have a total bias, if that's the right word, toward certain players because character was or whatever. But if you think, like you said, about a Pete Rose or a Barry Bonds, man, them dudes, man, all-time hit leader, and he was just great on so many levels. But again, man, you bet on baseball. And he's even officially late in his life. He actually would sign baseball saying, I bet on baseball, but he would never really come out and admit it. So,
Yeah, but the thing is, he said he always bet on himself to win.
yeah,
And like even with that, like there's just some things that like nigga, you really gonna punish me so much for what I did off the field.
right.
Like nigga, the hits count.
That's a
Like
fact.
it wasn't like I was shaving them, nigga. Like that's how I got all these
Yeah,
records.
that's true. That's
Like I
that's
Facts.
came out
totally
there and
separate.
I gave 100% on that field. That's what
Right.
should get me in the hall. Like what I did off the field, that shouldn't matter. You know how many of these niggas done beat their wife up and they in the hall? How many of these niggas done did
Shoeless
some?
Joe Jackson was a monster
Mm-hmm.
But that's what
off
I'm
Mm-hmm.
the
saying.
court.
Some
Off
of
the
these
court.
niggas done did some completely evil shit, and they got a bust in that hall. So it's like, come
Yeah.
on, dog. Like,
That's a
don't pick and
very
choose.
legit statement for
Yeah,
sure.
That's
sports
true.
is sports. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes will tell you. I think Pete Rose is quoted as saying he never cheated the game. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? And that's what should be the focus. What I did while I was between the lines, what I did when I was on the court, what I did when I was on that field, not what I did off the field. or off the court. You know what I'm saying, in my personal time or whatever the case may be, as long as it didn't affect the game
The
itself.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
I'm like, nigga, take Karl Malone out the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that
man,
is a fact. And
man.
You know, like if we want to go off what niggas did off the field and off the court, like Karl
it was one.
Malone, nigga.
Yeah, the stories about him is it's a little major suspect,
Yeah,
and he doesn't
like,
even deny it. That's the crazy part.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga,
Can't
a
he got
legit,
receipts?
a
A whole kid.
unapologetic, proud asshole.
A whole kid. He got receipts from what he did. He
Ain't
got
no running from
kids.
that.
Yeah.
Nigga,
So you
they
can't deny it.
professional athletes they self.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
You know, and that's the thing. Like, if we want to, you know, punish and cancel motherfuckers for what they did off the court and off the field, like, nigga, let's go dig through all that shit. Like, let's go
right.
burn some jackets and knock some of them statues down.
That's the fact. Especially when you get into the racism part of it. So yeah, that's a hard. That's an easy argument to make too, and that should be understood. But I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, the writers, they are totally different than guys who just played the sport.
Yeah,
The guys who
'cause
play
it's
the
like
sport for the most part are like
they try to
bombs,
play. They
beasts.
try to play with To. Like, there's certain players that they try to play with that should have been first ballot that they was, you know, trying to
Oh, yeah.
hang on to the jacket
Yeah.
to prove a point. Like,
Man, ain't no way in the world.
like
T.O.
certain people,
Man,
like, nigga, the numbers alone should get you in. Like, nigga,
facts.
this shouldn't even be a debate. Like, nigga, once you hit these benchmarks, nigga, your jacket is fitted already. Like, nigga, we ain't even finna
Facts.
play with you like that.
It shouldn't
But
be.
you know, sometimes they like to do little shit to show you that they got the power. Like, yeah, nigga, you didn't want to do that interview, nigga. Watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
facts. All
that,
right.
that animosity be real.
And we also today, man, we also lost John Amos, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought he
James
passed a
Evans.
couple of months ago.
No,
Well,
that
he
was
did. He
today.
did. He passed back in August, but they announced it today.
Today. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it came out officially today. So but yeah, man, I mean, it just, you know, in the
Man,
last
he's
maybe
great.
month, last month, we've seen a lot of
Man,
celebrities
way too many.
yeah, leaving. But you know, as I was talking to my mom over the weekend, man, you know, for us, we getting older, and the older we get, the more death we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Unfortunately, because that's the natural cycle of life. And one day we all got to go their way. But
It's
you
fact.
know, like these people who we know, these celebrities and things, they made the most of their lives, and that's what we got to do. We
Yeah.
got to make
Yeah.
the most of our lives, make the most of our opportunities, man. So one day, maybe somebody will know our name. Maybe
That's fact.
somebody will have some great things to say about us. You know what I'm saying? It's not manufactured lies. Because guess what? I've been to some wakes and some funerals in the past couple of years, and I heard some lies. I'm like, you get up there lying like
Man,
that, boy.
one of the
Long
biggest
as my
lies I
kids
hear is
know. Long as my kids know.
he looking down on us from heaven. I'm like, no, he not. He looking
Nah,
at us.
yeah,
He definitely looking up.
he pissed in the bed and everything.
I knew that
Shut
nigga. He
up.
looking up.
Bad.
That nigga is not in heaven. I know
He
for a
got
fact
put
that
out.
nigga ain't in heaven.
He got put out the house for peeing in the bed. No,
Yeah,
man.
we know that nigga ain't in heaven.
And let me tell you this. For people out there that, you know what I'm saying, this is a part of life, the funeral services and memorials and all that stuff. Y'all remove that 2 minutes. Remove that 2 minutes of remarks, you know what I'm saying? Because that is an issue at every funeral I have been
Oh
to.
no, fam. Oh no, fam.
You gotta
Listen.
you gotta do that
Nah.
at the wake. You gotta do that, you know what I'm saying, some other time.
I
Because
don't know, fam. It
Some
be
niggas will try
crucial.
to give you a podcast.
Some facts.
Some niggas will record a whole podcast about their brother.
Hey, listen,
Some,
man. Some folks will get up and share stories that should not
yeah,
be
sometimes you
shared.
gotta
that's what
get
I'm
the hook. Like,
saying,
yo,
bro.
hey. Oh, we used to
Got
get
up
so
and told
high.
a whole
Oh
story
man,
about how
we
he
would be
jumped out of
fucked
old
What
up.
you gotta do is you gotta pre-clear the stories. Like run it by me real quick. What you gonna? Okay.
Well, that's a lot to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
If you're
Facts.
going
don't
through
need
the
to do that.
That's
emotions,
exhausting.
right? Most people at that time, they're emotional. They're going through so
Yeah.
much. They don't have time to properly vet. And then, you know, you never know when you do the 2 minute thing and you open
What
it up
comes
for
out.
everybody. You never know who's going to get up and go up there.
And
So
you gotta
And
and
go
you gotta
viral.
Limit 5.
facts.
if you
and you
if
gotta
you
niggas
if
will
you
understand
go
do
too,
it,
a lot of
viral.
times our weddings, our funerals are done like kind of jackleg in a lot because a lot of our affairs weren't in order. So Johnny and little Leroy, who you ain't never seen, they smoked out, and that was their favorite uncle. And you got to let them say something because, and then they get up and it's, man, I done been to some funerals, especially in
will
churches.
pull the hook. I remember my auntie funeral, nigga. We had to get one of her favorite crackhead buddies off that stage.
Man, it is.
You gotta have somebody standing to the side. That's
nigga,
like, okay.
I love my auntie with all my heart, nigga. But she was a dope fiend.
Facts.
So a whole lot of their stories was, oh man, we be in the spot, and oh man, we would get a good batch. Oh, you get him.
Get him
It's
off.
a fact.
Get that nigga.
You don't want to mute the mic, fam. Listen,
yeah, get him.
Testimony service.
Somebody got to be on the mic.
We damn near tackled that nigga because he was finna tell a good crack story.
And y'all remember that time
me and my cousin was like, hey, let's go catch that nigga outside and hear that story. I'ma let him finish. Crucial. Come on, nigga. Tell me about the time in the spot, nigga. But we ain't gonna let you tell this in front of the family.
Oh yeah.
But we do want to hear it. We want to hear it, nigga. We definitely gonna go outside and hear this story.
And you got to vet the preachers too, because I went to one service, man, and the preacher was up there like, yeah, back in the day, I used to be on everything. I was on all the methamphetamines. I'm like, bro, like this is what you gonna talk about?
One thing I will always say back when I was in church was, y'all niggas is too proud of y'all sinning days. Because a lot of people would sit there, and I'm talking about they would brag about, oh, I was the chief sinner. Oh, I had so many women. I was pimping.
Sound like you missed it. That's what you
like you sound like you was having a blast. Where were these women, sir?
Like you're reminiscing.
Can you
You
point
do
me to where
know
they
you're
were?
talking to a bunch of sinners in there, right? And they trying to figure out what you really got going on.
Yeah,
so
and they make it sound like they was having a ball. Oh, I used to be so high. I would wake up and I would get that evil dust in me. Oh, and then I would go with all them women. And I'm like, this sounds like a great time. What are you doing in here?
It was a great time for them. They tell you.
What are you doing here, sir? I want to go to where you was at. Because you are giving the greatest commercial for sin I've ever heard.
Facts.
It's a fact. And speaking of staying wild stuff, man, we also had a situation last week, toward the end of last week, that I wanted to talk about and get you all's opinion on, man. This whole Cardi B and Offset on social media going back and forward, you know, saying it's been publicized that he cheated on her, and, you know, of course she was pregnant with his child. But then she said something to the effect of she was letting dudes smash while she was pregnant with his kid, and he came back and was like, yeah, he knocked off her sister, and then she came back with another haymaker and was like she was smashing Takeoff,
right?
So I'm like, yo, like I just don't understand, man, like why you would go on social media and
if
air
you
out
look
your
at
dirty
Quavo
laundry.
face in that picture, it makes the picture worse.
Bro, it does. It definitely does. Cause he definitely knew. He definitely knew what was going on. And
I mean,
that's wild. It's a wild situation, man. And of course they got kids involved in this. So
but when you meet a chick,
Michelle, what you think?
Go ahead, Patricia.
Well, I will say this. There's so much layers to this. First of all, Cardi B, you took him back a bunch of times. You knew he ain't shit. So you're mad that he ain't shit. And then you want to get your get back now. But now you kind of mad she got get back. But you ain't been shit the whole time. So if she ain't shit and you ain't shit, y'all ain't shit together. But do I approve of the way y'all handle it? No. Would I like go on to social media with it? No. Do I think he really fucked the sister? Possibly. Do I think she was fooling with the brother? Possibly. They just look like they all was up to no fucking good all the time. They might have all knew. And now they just decided to talk shit about it because they all mad. I really don't know. But I really, honestly, at the end of the day, Cardi, when she did go live, as much as she's trying to talk the mess to him, I seen a hurt woman.
Right.
That is just trying to spew out stuff, trying to hurt him, trying to cut deep. He trying to cut deep. Somebody need to close the accounts. They need to sign the hell off. Like, because they both sound stupid.
And I feel sorry for the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. because the baby
Like,
every time
fuck how they look.
these kids are had, except for the first one, because she found out after. These kids are had after some shit happens. Like,
right. And it's
And
3
that's what I'm
now,
saying.
right?
Like,
Yeah, they got 3.
I feel sorry for the kids, dog, because like
Facts.
you gonna have to grow up and like now you looking at Auntie Whoop de Whoop crazy. You know, you looking at, Uncle Rest in Peace, you looking at him crazy, like,
they trying to
come
do
on, my
DNA
nigga.
samples to figure stuff out,
And
do this and
yeah, now
that.
you looking at your parents crazy because it's like y'all niggas was wilding, dog. Like, you want to raise your kids based on a good example you set. And this is the shit that you doing with with the parents, like between y'all. So it's like, how do
Yeah.
you expect your kids to be better people and you
Right.
publicly doing this shit?
And it doesn't go away. Like, you went alive, but it stays.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
so
it's
your
gonna
kids
stay. Yeah.
get to view
Them
this and
tweets ain't
look back
going
Exactly.
at
nowhere.
any time.
Exactly. Like, nigga, we remember how fucked up Bobby and Whitney was.
Right.
30,
not
40
sure.
fucking years later. Like Ike and
Right.
Tina Turner. We remember how fucked up they
Still,
was.
Facts.
Nowadays
unforgettable
with
footage.
social media, nigga, we know way more deep into these
Man.
people's bullshit.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like, imagine how we gonna be talking about these motherfuckers when they kids is 19 and
But
20.
it's
Like,
not
And
just
and the
us.
kids
I'm,
got issues.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
not
like
even sure if baby girl is in school or not yet. But the kids is just as much on social media.
exactly.
That's
And
why
that's what I'm
your
saying.
mama is woo 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 woo. That's why
And you
your
know the
daddy
kids gonna
is.
say it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
with those kids, I doubt if they go to public school or regular school
Well,
with
no, but
everybody else.
even,
But them kids
even if
still
they
gonna
go
Any
to
say
a
something.
school.
Montessori school, like even if they just go trick or treating,
Nah.
like it's gonna be motherfuckers that they're gonna be exposed to other
But
children
Kylie
somewhere in
Jenner went to
life.
a regular school, but up in the hills. So there's still
And
regular rich kids there that
Well,
still
and
well,
got
yeah,
and
social
but
media
even
that's
that's
and
gonna say
even
what
when
they
you
say.
yeah, but
you put it in this context, like you being 19 years old going to college,
Mm-hmm.
and they gonna be asking you about your fucked up ass parents when you in
That's a fact.
college somewhere. Like, there's gonna come a time, whether you
Yeah.
little or big,
well,
that these conversations gonna come up. Like,
there may be, but what you have to look at is these kids are growing up in a different time. That's the way we look at it. But for
Right.
them, a lot of them, this stuff is regular, right? Like we're looking at it and saying it's gonna last, like Ike and Tina. But with social media, things go in a cycle, and a lot of stuff gets washed out, and people don't even remember it. You know what I'm saying? 6 months from now, nobody's even talking about it, and
Because
nobody's gonna even.
where it's
Yeah,
so much access to so
it's
much
it's
other
gonna be stuff
information.
out
but
Just like
there.
I
It's
forgot, I
gonna
but
forgot Bronny got drafted. So that's
Yeah,
well,
true.
see,
so
the
it's gonna be
thing
stuff out
is,
there unless somebody hates them as an individual and wants
Yeah.
to go dig
but
and
see,
find
but
Digging
something.
that's
for
what,
it. Right.
Then
but that's what I mean, though, because
That's
like
what
think about it,
happens.
dog. Well,
School
exactly,
bullying.
and that's what I'm saying, because it's like with Bill Cosby, nigga. We forgot until Hannibal Buress brought it up. And now this nigga's going to prison for something that happened 50 years ago. So that's the point that I'm making. Like, nigga, they might be in college one day, and then somebody just on some petty shit might be like, remember
Got
when
to
your mom and your
write a
daddy was
page,
talking about
write
how
a
they was
paper.
fucking on each other's whoop-de-whoops? Like, nigga, you in
Oh,
college.
Cardi B was your mama? Because
Yeah,
everybody don't know
damn.
Cardi B, so
Offset?
they find
Oh, you mean the one that was
I know
fucking
it's a
your auntie?
possibility.
Right.
Like you over here trying to mind your business, and somebody who don't like you just gonna dig up some of your bullshit.
That's a fact.
Same with what Diddy did. Like, nigga, Diddy was doing this shit in the 90s. And now it's coming out. Like, nigga, we can have access to all the shit in the world. Us, we might not give a fuck about it a week from now. But if somebody don't like you, they'll find some shit you did
They're
in
gonna do the digging.
87.
They're gonna
Nigga,
put the work
I
in.
remember you pissed on the slide at the elementary school. Nigga, oh, you thought I forgot? I didn't forget.
yeah, but that's
I
gonna
tell
happen. That can
I
happen to
tell my
anybody.
kids that shit all the
Yeah.
time. I'll be like,
Well, yeah, it
wash
can.
your ass, because we all remember the stinky motherfucker from school, and we in our 40s.
Yeah,
But it can
yeah,
happen to anybody
yeah. It
though.
can
But
happen
the
to
problem
anybody.
Ain't
is,
you
but the
stinky,
problem
Michael?
is, it doesn't matter if it happened to Michael down the street. It's gonna matter if it happened to Cardi B and her kids.
Well, it don't. It might not matter to you, but it's gonna matter to Michael.
Well,
You know what I'm
Michael
saying?
should have done something different.
That's and that's what I mean. That's why I say I feel sorry for the kids,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
because
I agree.
society ain't gonna give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
they gonna be able to go to Starbucks and never hear nothing. They gonna be at the mall, they ain't never gonna hear nothing. But it's gonna be that one motherfucker that don't like them.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like, look at these fucking tweets, nigga. Your mama was a nasty motherfucker.
Now you
Listen to
also
this
got to
song. Your
There's
consider
gonna be
mama
a
was
lot of
a
them though.
family
nasty
members
motherfucker.
who feels spite, who might be a little spiteful too. So
It's gonna be a lot of them though, because it just the regular people, the stuff that regular people post, regular
Regular
women post.
society will go
Yeah,
viral.
because
Re-
like I would listen to interviews of like Rick James's kids, and they talk about like, oh my God, boy,
yeah,
it was a motherfucker having Rick James as a daddy.
yeah, but I'm telling you, it's some chicks right now that nobody knows that timeline be lit, and it don't matter right now. But they got kids that's 2 or 3. When them kids in 10 years, and somebody's able to go and look up Roger Green, mama
Pull up your
on,
mama's
yeah,
OnlyFans.
I'm
and
just
look
about
at
to
yeah,
Your
say,
her,
mama was nasty, dog.
I know
yeah.
somebody right now. I'll be looking
So
at her post
somebody.
like,
Yeah, I had a chick I was dating, and I told her that I was like, you need to delete all that shit. I was like, cause it don't matter now, cause she like, oh, my kids, they know what I do and all that, and I'm like, but when they get older and they understand and they start getting around other kids and they start looking and
yeah.
like
Because you know they search your profile.
exactly, kids will dig deep when they don't like somebody. College kids will dig deep when they don't like somebody.
it's a
Mm.
fact.
Co-workers will dig deep when they don't like
Or
somebody.
you
I'm like,
decided to
dog,
run for some position to something important somewhere for anything.
Oh yeah,
There's gonna be that one person that don't want you to get that.
yeah.
That's gonna find what they
They
need to
ain't got
find to
nothing but
stink
free
your
time
name.
on their hands. Like,
Facts.
just think about when you in a toxic relationship with somebody, like how far a person at one point y'all was telling each other I love you every night before you went to sleep. And now they
Mhm.
digging into some shit that you did to hurt your feelings. Yeah, I remember you told me your daddy touched your booty when you was little. You nasty motherfucker. You probably like that shit. Like, damn, nigga, I was trying to be vulnerable. Nigga, you was my woman. Like, damn, nigga, now I'm the booty man.
yeah.
The booty man.
You-
Uh,
it's
Hey,
facts though.
you peed
I
in the
mean,
bed,
it
huh?
is. It is. It is. Yeah, look, he told
You
me.
peed in the
I
bed
remember
and
you
got
told me
kicked
that
out.
tea.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you
You
told her
told him you
told her
had a
you was
weak
Mr.
black.
Peabody.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
look,
I was having a vulnerable moment with somebody who I thought I could trust.
she done
So
kept
it's
pictures of
like,
your pee pads from nighttime.
yeah, like yeah,
Still
nigga,
got your
I
old
took a
letters.
I took a picture of you while you was asleep, nigga. You a grower, not a shower.
You see that picture on
Wowzers.
social media right now, dude. Mr.
Yeah,
in the
and
bed.
that's what I'm
Face
saying.
ain't
So
covered
like,
at all. That's gonna
when you look at
circulate film.
a story like this, it's like, man, it's gonna be them times where people gonna bring up that your parents had a public falling out and they said some of the
Mhm.
worst shit that you could fucking imagine. Like, fucking your wife's sister is not
Man,
like
that's
something to
wild.
brag about.
That is wild, bro.
Cause that's
Yeah.
something
But
that when he hits the age of maturity, he's not gonna be proud of this moment. He
but
himself is gonna look back like I was a stupid motherfucker.
you do have to consider that they live a wild life. She's her idea of life is, you know, getting dudes drunk, robbing them, stripping, stealing money, all of those types of things. So I mean, it's kind of seems like normal for her to go smash somebody's brother. You get what I'm saying? Like that's why all of this, when this come out, it's like I wasn't shocked by it. It's like,
Well, both of them out of line.
oh
You know
yeah,
what
Yeah,
I'm
they
that,
both
saying? one
I,
thousand percent.
oh yeah, I
And
agree.
all of this might be just done for clicks because they really don't have nothing else popping right now just to keep attention. And as the old saying goes,
They
any
ain't dropping no
attention,
albums though.
any attention is good attention,
Right.
especially when you get paid by streams and clicks and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
this might be what that is, a publicity stunt, like just going through all this stuff. So, but at the end of the day, the kids are still going to be the casualties
That's
of
wild.
all of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, but speaking of the kids, I also want to transition to this. This was also an issue that happened within the past few days. And we're talking about Boosie and his daughter, man.
Oh,
Mm.
Like, she did something that I frowned upon when somebody first shared the video with me. And this post right here is Boosie's response to her video. But she went live, as people do sometimes while they're emotional, and she spilled out her emotions about her being her having a girlfriend and her dad calling her names, and she felt like he was out of line and he was wrong. I think in the situation, first and foremost, we got to stop going to social media with our dirt,
Yeah.
right? If you have
man.
things going on within your family structure, the best thing to do is to handle it within the structure, right? Not for the world to see, right? So I think for her going out as a young lady, not really realizing the gravity of what she's doing, she's just emotional
Mhm.
and she just put it out there. I think that was the bad thing, but I also think that you have, like you said before, like we were just talking about, the ability to go back and look at history. Boosie has songs where he's talking about two red bones in the backseat of his car, and it's, you know what I'm saying, like as a good thing. But if you're talking about two red bones in the backseat of your car as a good thing, but now your daughter is participating in that same activity that you once glorified, now we got an issue because you're telling her no, but in your song you said yes.
Well, Young Jeezy made music about selling dope like it was a commercial, but he sent his kids to college. Like a whole lot of artists glorify shit that they wouldn't want for their children.
Yeah,
You know, there's
that's
a lot
very
of rappers that don't even let their kids listen to their music at all. So, and it's something I say all the time. Like, I don't give a fuck how much you say it's entertainment. Your kids pay attention to everything you do.
Facts.
true.
So
Hmm.
you might be looking at it like, oh, it's just art. That's just something that I do to entertain the people. I don't let
Yeah.
my kids listen to it. Nigga, once your kids go to school, they're like, nigga, do you know
Mhm.
this is what your daddy makes?
Facts.
Do you know this is what your mama does? Like, so
Yeah,
nigga, you
they
can
got
call
access
yourself
still.
keeping your kids away from all type of shit. Nigga, they got phones. They got access to
Mhm.
everything. When they see
And
your
if they
daddy
don't
pull
say
up
that to,
and drop you off in that car, nigga, you can pretend you don't want your kids to hear none of your shit, nigga. They gonna be like, nigga, this is your daddy right here.
did
You
you
know,
hear Daddy's
so
latest song? Because he's
yeah,
dead.
nigga,
Woo, woo,
this
woo.
is your daddy talking about the red bones in the back seat, nigga. Like your daddy love lesbians.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
so that's the thing. Like, nigga, you can't separate. You can't always say what's separate. Like, nigga, the best that we can do as parents, the same as they can do as parents, is you can try, you
Yeah.
can explain what it is. But like a whole lot of what Boosie's problem is that nigga need to keep the microphones away from him.
He needed
Like
some.
some
He
they
talking a little
need
too much, too
they need to
fast.
do a much better job of shutting him the fuck up. Like, nigga, it ain't worth it. Fuck them little interview prices that you getting, cause nigga, you fucking your family up. And I'm pretty sure it's very important to you. Like
Yeah,
you alienating your children with your opinion. I'm not finna speak down on his opinion because that's his personal opinion. That's how he
Yeah.
feel. That's how he was raised. But at the same time, like nigga, I would hate to get on this microphone, because like us, we not rich, famous rappers, but just as podcasters.
Right.
Like, I would hate to say something on a stage or something on my podcast that would hurt my relationship with my kids. Cause I
yeah, for
tell
sure.
motherfuckers all the time, nigga, I got funny stories of stuff that happened with my kids, funny stories of what happened with their mom. But I'm never gonna use my platform to say something that I feel will mess up our relationship, even
Yeah,
if it is for some money.
That's a
Like
fact.
Right.
my relationship with them is priceless.
yeah,
A lot of these cats, man, they've made it being wild, saying wild stuff, doing wild stuff, and then given the opportunity that, this is what they've been doing since what, 15, 16, 17 years old, who knows, even younger. And they've made money off of it. And you get to this space now and you've been doing it for 20 some years now. What makes you think you're gonna change now? A lot of these cats don't mature because they get the bread. You know what I'm saying? They get worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
What
if
I
you're gonna
would
be out of pocket, you gotta be able to deal with the repercussions that may come with that. So
I
just
agree.
because you are benefiting most of the time, there's gonna be a time where you're not. And if that's how you plan to be and that's how you shooting out here with your mouth, then I guess you cool. What might happen to you then? Then you going it sever some relationships and they don't might be some close ones.
I wouldn't say it's a
And
maturity
with
thing,
go
but
ahead.
I would say it's more of a difference in eras, right? Because again, like we were trying, kind of talking before the show, there are some things that we used to do or used to say that was considered acceptable, right? And now, if you say it, you gonna get canceled. So
That's true too.
it's a difference of era, right? Like the fact that his daughter went live to discuss their
Yeah,
Discuss it.
issues
Right.
crazy.
is
Shows you
something
we're in a
that
different era, right?
a lot of these young people think is the way to do it. They think
Yeah,
it's okay to go before everybody and put this situation out there because okay, well now that everybody knows, maybe my dad will pay attention to me. Maybe my dad will hear what I'm saying because I went before everybody else, and maybe these other people will have some influence on changing my dad, which which it could be, but at the same time, it's a loaded situation because you don't know how it's going to turn out, and we all know the people, their audience that they're thinking cares about them
Don't
or their
really
followers, they don't care at the end of the
content for
day.
them,
Yeah, they
No,
just
they just
and
here
they're
for
gonna
the
make they
drama.
gonna
it's
make
something to
fun of
talk
you in a
about.
minute.
They're here
Yeah,
for the
it's just something to
drama.
talk
Yeah,
about.
that's
Facts.
something I always talk about on my platform. Like, people don't give a fuck.
They
Like,
don't.
you
Facts.
think you're gonna get this empathy, and we just want to see a show.
Facts.
Like, you're gonna be on top of that building, walking back and forth, and you're gonna think people's like, no, don't jump. And they're gonna be like, do a flip,
Do a jump.
do a swan dive, nigga. Like, hold on, wait,
He
don't jump
said do
yet.
a
I gotta get
swan
my
dive.
phone. Let
Facts.
me get a good focus on you before you jump. Like,
Right.
they don't care. So it's like, you don't want to, give people that show that they asking for. Like, trust me, they really don't give a shit.
They don't.
And this is
That's
like something that I tell people about parenting. Like, nigga, pay attention to your kids, because if you don't, they'll find it elsewhere.
That's a fact.
Like, they'll find some attention, my nigga. So if you, you come home and you turn the TV on, or you turn the game on, or you want to go hang out with your homegirls, or you want to go do God knows what, and your baby's just like, mama, guess what I did today? And you walking off and you not paying attention, they gonna find somebody to get attention from.
very true.
That's a fact.
True indeed. All right, so let's transition to another topic. Speaking of attention, this got my attention, and I want to talk about this for a second because this is great. This is great right here. Maya has come out and said she has been practicing celibacy for 7 years. 7 years. Maya, the singer of a lot of guys' dreams,
Hmm.
right? She is practicing celibacy. I mean, it. I guess you should. I guess you could say it should be celebrated, right? The fact that she is not being promiscuous, she is not, just out here going willy nilly. You know what I'm saying, with her sex life. But at the same time, it's a lot of people like, man. First things first, is it true? That's what a lot of people are questioning, if this is even true, or is it just something she's saying?
I
Um,
asked this question because I had this is funny when back when I was dating, this question came up, and this girl was a Christian girl, and she said she had been practicing celibacy for a while, so that was like part of the conversation. There was not going to be any intercourse, whatever. And so the question I asked was, is like, do you use like toys or anything like that? And she's like, yeah. And so I asked her, like, so you're not actually celibate. You're not being penetrated. Or because depending on what toy you're using, you're just not using a man to do it. So how is that celibacy? So that's the question I would ask, whether it be true or not.
She making love
Did
to
you
Johnny
are you
Five.
going 7 years without busting one? Like you ain't being touched, you ain't using no toys, you ain't doing nothing. Because I mean, at that point in my mind, I'm sitting there like, you ain't really celibate.
She making love to
But shout out to
R2D2.
her. Well, I'm sorry, Dudley, but shout out to her because she doesn't seem like she's wild or promiscuous from
She
our point of vantage. Because she could be fine, but she doesn't seem like she's coming off as super wild out there. So
so as long as she's not with Bob, she can say she's celibate, right? But if Bob is involved, there's a no go. That's
you
what I'm
can't
hearing.
tell me you celibate and uh, yeah, you've been using toys. Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what Bob is, right? You know who Bob
yes,
is.
yes,
Yeah, the
yes,
battery
yes.
operated
she
boy.
Battery
she is.
operated. Yes, yes.
Trisha
But
Michelle, what you got to say about this?
7 years, I could never. But more power to her. So I celebrate if this is something somebody chose, and this is like the path they're choosing to walk, and so that's what she really doing. Who am I to say you're not? I mean, that's good for her. But at the same time, you got to look at her. She's still looking young.
Yes,
She looking happy. She looking
yes.
like she got peace. So if she is, shoot, some of these other heifers, life is all discombobulated, might want to try it. I don't know.
I
So
agree.
I'm not against it for whoever chooses it. I just know 7 years I could never.
Yeah, cause I like shit. When I started comedy, I went like 6 months. And it wasn't really on purpose. Like it wasn't nothing that I consciously did. Bitches was just too stupid.
Yeah.
Like so I really think a lot of it is like if you ain't found the right person, like if you haven't found the person that you really want to cross that threshold with, especially depending on what's happened in your life and experiences you've had,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she might have genuinely been like, nigga, I just haven't met nobody I wanted to do that with. Like,
right,
Yeah. Because she's definitely
so
not doing it for career purposes.
yeah,
right.
exactly.
You
So
can
she
tell
might
that.
just
Yeah,
genuinely be like, I just keep meeting dumbass niggas. Like, you
facts.
know,
And you know, in that
because she
industry, that's probably all that she was
Well, there's no
meeting.
probably. We
exactly
know
like
what's in the
like
industry.
Right.
There's
I
the
keep meeting
offsets
the
and
same
the
nigga. Yeah, like I keep meeting the same nigga
Offset,
over and over again. Like I
Yo
keep
you
meeting the
Diddy.
same
you
nigga
look
with
at
the same
Cardi B
line.
situation and you see her over here celibate and you like shit.
You, it, I agree, and that's one of my major points. Is even when she came back on the scene, she didn't come back like wild, obnoxious, rude,
No,
ghetto,
she's super cool.
not classy. Like she came back in that space, and it was like, oh yeah, she's still fine, but she ain't wild.
No,
Fine.
she's
Or
super
she
cool.
didn't
Yeah.
Like
give us that.
in
She
real
didn't give
life,
us
in person.
that idea, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
her love pretty is like whoa.
Yeah.
or it's like oh, 'cause
Oh no, I'm pretty sure that shit is incredible. But she just ain't gonna
she
give it
probably
to
look.
nobody.
She might not be
I'm
that
I'm
excited.
pretty sure that shit is
And I mean, she
amazing.
could be trash too, but that's another story. Does she have any
Yeah,
kids?
No.
I don't
No,
think so.
Okay.
well,
But you know, cause she probably do have that Caligula spirit about her, like, please me, I'm Maya. But at
and
the
she just
same
lays
time,
there.
like nigga,
She
shit.
looks like she just lays there.
She
Yeah,
looks so you
definitely.
calling her a pillow princess.
Yeah. She
Okay.
I
probably
mean,
is.
she
But
is
hey,
very, very, very soft.
most dudes not gonna care.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
nigga. This
that's
is
true.
this is
That's
Maya,
This
nigga.
is
Like,
Maya.
Then they
this
just
is
won't know because she's
Maya.
celibate. So
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So like I honestly feel like she probably just hasn't met the guy that like impresses her to
hmm
that level.
right.
Because like
yeah.
I would tell motherfuckers, like when you a selective person, you not consciously trying not to do it. It's just like if I don't meet somebody who I feel like that's something that I want to go there and do, like nigga,
We
I'm
ain't
not
doing it.
just finna do that just
Like,
to do it so
yeah.
I could bring
Right.
turmoil into my life. Like when you understand like the transfer of energies and like
Right.
just
hmm
the what you gonna have to deal with when you do certain things with certain people. It's like nigga, I would just rather not. Like if I don't meet the person that I want to cross that boundary with, my nigga, I'm just not. Like nigga, my hands work great.
I mean, and listen, man, it's a smart thing to kind of not be in that space where you're having two and three baby daddies, and you got all this drama
That's what I
going
said.
on.
She looks
Yeah.
like she's at peace and happy
Yes,
and focused, and she looks
I agree.
great.
I agree.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at her. I
yeah. She
don't
need
follow
to
her career like that. I never really. I think the
No,
last
no,
dude.
no, no, no. Like I said, this has nothing to do with career improvement. She's
she
not
need to
focused
find
for a
my
career.
phone number.
Oh no, I'm saying like I don't.
Somebody
I
point
didn't.
Maya
I
if
never
you
really
can hear
followed her
this.
career like that.
Maya, if you can hear this, I'm a comedian. I'm out of the Southern California area. We can talk. I'm celibate
Shooting
too,
star.
baby.
I ain't.
He's just waiting on you.
I'm
Oh
telling
Waiting
you.
on
man.
you.
All
Waiting on
right.
you, girl.
All
I
right.
mean, I
Look.
don't know. Last thing I heard about her was years ago. I guess she was dating Silk the Shocker, so that tells you
Oh, you talking
how
about
long
20
ago.
years ago, man.
I'm like,
Yeah,
you talking a
I don't
long
follow
time
her
ago.
like that.
Clearly,
Now
that
I don't
might be the
follow her
reason
like
why
she
she's
she
celibate.
can date Dolomite the comedian.
Facts.
Go to the Too Much Game
I'm
podcast,
telling
man.
you.
All right. All right. So I got a question of the day, right? This is, this is gonna be pretty quick and to the point, right? I think we can all answer this one pretty quickly. Um, no child should have should receive a plate before the man of the house. This is what I saw on my timeline. Um, but I disagree. I'm gonna go first because I disagree. Right, the way that I am, I don't care about getting my food first. I want my kids to have what they need to have, and then if there's some left, hook me up. If not, guess what? I can go buy my own food if it's not enough or whatever it is more. But I want to take care of my kids first. But there are guys on this post arguing the fact of, yeah, I need to be taken care of first. So how do y'all feel about that? Benji, go ahead.
Okay, so it's two-part for me. It's an old principle. It's actually biblical, where you feed the prophet before you feed anybody, because the blessing is on the head of the prophet over anybody else. So that's an old biblical principle. But at, stepping away from that and just living in the real world, I want my kids to eat first. I'm cool with that. It ain't no biggie to me. I'm probably the one cooking in the kitchen anyway, feeding them anyway, getting satisfaction out of seeing them eat it and like it anyway. So that's the kind of cat I am. So I would be cool with that. But everyone's kind of raised in these different spaces, and some people take the premise of, I got to go out and work every day, so I need the strength of the food that I'm eating, X, Y, and Z, and I'm cool with that. But just wouldn't sit right with me if my kids is hungry and I done ate up all the food. I done got the big piece of chicken. So yeah, feed the babies. Feed the babies.
Facts. Okay, Trish Michelle.
The kids eat first over here, and I actually go from youngest on the way up. So, but the funny thing is, once I make it to his plate, I've turned around and he's making my plate. So, like, he definitely eats last, but he will turn around and see that I'm making everybody else's plate. He makes sure I'm fed. So, but the kids eat first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Uncle
they the
Goldie.
whole reason I went to work in the first place. So like
Right? Like,
I
you're gonna make
definitely
them for
want
it,
to
and you're
make
not gonna
sure that
feed
they
them.
eat. Like nigga, I could feed myself. Like
And I
even
could go without if need be.
exactly, because like even now that I'm dating, like I tell women all the time, like if I deal with a woman who I feel will put me above her kids, that's a deal breaker. Like I'm about my legacy before anything. Like so I'm always gonna put the kids first in everything, period. Like it
Right.
ain't no what what the fuck, why they ain't eat yet? Like if you bring me a plate and the kids ain't ate, I'm going to speak on that. Like
Mm-hmm.
the fuck is you
Yeah.
doing? You
Okay.
know, so yeah, I feel like that's wild as hell. Like I'd love to hear somebody who believes that shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Well,
some people on the post.
as I said, there's some
Yeah.
people on the post
I look,
arguing it.
I
So
need them. I should have went
Yeah.
I
expose yourself
Yeah, because
mean,
my thing is like, nigga, please expound on why you want to eat first. Like, nigga,
Right.
what
because
type
that
of
whole I gotta
shit?
go to work the next day.
Yeah, nigga, but you ain't finna go to work right now, are you?
Right? You act like if
Sitting
you
at the
don't eat
dinner
this one
table, nigga.
first. Matter of fact,
Right.
if you eat last, it lasts longer in your body.
And you probably need
Exactly.
to lay off them ham hocks anyway.
Yeah.
Blood pressure higher than them up.
well,
What?
I think for us, what I'm saying, I figured we would all have kind of like the same answer because
Yeah.
we all put our kids first. We all
Yeah.
prioritize them, and as a parent, like I couldn't sit by and watch, what I'm saying, my kids watch me eat. Like that would be an odd deal to
And I don't
to
like
to
eating in
sit
front of
there.
them niggas no way. Daddy, let me get some. Daddy, let me try yours.
Fact. That is a
You
fact,
know,
man. That is a fact.
your food always look better than they food. I don't give a fuck. You could be eating slop.
That's to you,
Them
your
niggas gonna
girl,
want some.
everybody. The kids, girl, they always want to reach over in your plate. So yeah, like yeah,
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, that turned out the way I thought it would. I knew we would prioritize our kids. So, that's just one of those
feed the
things that,
babies, feed the
yeah, feed the
babies.
babies. Yeah.
Feed the
Man,
babies, but
walking
don't play
around
with my
here
food though.
malnourished.
Don't waste no food.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
I
don't you
say
wait. Now, don't waste
FTK,
no
I
food
mean
now.
feed them kids.
Now, if your kids wasting food, we ain't, no. Listen here, we ain't wasting no chicken. Yeah, look here. We got a
Oh
problem
no.
if you don't eat the gristle. We got
Yeah,
a
we don't
Nah,
problem.
I'm
have
not
that
gonna sit
problem
up
in
here
my
and go
house.
that
Them little
far, but I
niggas
hear
will
you.
eat. They'll eat the wrapper. Nigga, are you eating the fork?
Kids
Oh
be kids
man.
be hungry them up.
All right. So before we wrap up, we want to get to the main topic for a minute. Won't be long, but the title of this episode is Trust but Verify. And that's a term, or a phrase we've heard a lot throughout our lives. But when I looked it up, as I always do, try to do a little research on this stuff, it said that trust but verify is the idea that a responsible person verifies everything before committing themselves to it,
Hmm.
even if it's with a trusted individual, right? So this is a concept that is not foreign, that has been around since forever, right? So let's let's talk about for a second a couple of posts that I put out there, just as fishers trying to fish for information for certain scenarios, right? So the first scenario that I put out there was, if you go to the bank, right, and you go to the bank teller and they're counting money right to you, 100, 200, 300, whatever. As they're counting the money, you're looking at the money, right? You're looking at them count it. But when you walk away, do you go back and count that money, or are you just okay with them being, what I'm saying, the counter, and you seeing it, and you're good? So Dolly, do you go back and count the money when the teller gives you the money?
Yeah, people make mistakes. Like, I don't even do it to like offend them, but I'll count that shit in front of them. Like before I even lead a line, I don't want to get back in line, nigga. You said 50, 60, 70. I'm like, shit, okay. All right, nigga, you did your shit. Good looking out. Have a good one. Like
Okay.
I'm checking it every time, nigga. I check the toilet paper after I wipe, nigga. I don't trust myself.
Trust but verify. You know what I'm saying? Tris Michelle, how about you? You counting the money, or you trusting the teller?
Um, well, I'll be counting when she's counting, so I'm pretty quick with it. So
So you're okay with just the
I'm counting while
visual
she's counting.
representation of
I'm
seeing
gonna
it.
check it, but I'm not gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm gonna stand it out. Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right, Benji.
Cash. Well, we used it.
Benji, you know what we're using.
That nigga,
What's
that nigga,
wrong? What's wrong with you?
like he was born 5 years ago, nigga. At
Cash.
one point back when we was using
They're talking
cash,
about the food stamp
back in the
booklet. The
Stone
food stamp
Ages of
booklet.
2010, when we was using cash.
The food stamp booklet.
For
Since you don't know what we're
for the
talking about.
sake of
That's on
conversation,
the EBT card, family.
Well, now you know what I'm gonna say. This: a lot of people have gotten away from using cash, but one of my OGs, who's a financial expert, he
Mhm.
warns me all the time: keep cash on you. Can keep
Yeah.
I,
at least $100 cash or more on you, because it's important to use cash, to keep cash in circulation for a lot of reasons that I ain't gonna go into, because
right
I don't need those issues. But
now,
but
now, as a business owner, I receive cash from people,
yeah, but what
and
I'm
so
saying is,
yes, I'm verifying and I'm checking and I'm doing all that. So I get it. I understand, and a lot of people.
Well, so say you can't get the dollar bill concept. You still go back and you probably check your account every day, regardless of how much you knew you spent that day. You're still
Right.
gonna go back and make sure your balance is what it's supposed to be. You're gonna go back and make sure you spent what you spent. Or say
Yes.
you went to go eat that day and you bought what you bought, and they give you that receipt. Everybody goes through it real quick, like, okay, 2 chicken salads, okay, yeah, 5 beers.
perfect example.
Well, okay, bet. Like,
Yes.
oh, wait, let me see
Now,
18% gratuity on top of that. Like, everybody's checking it before they get a
right.
card up.
Now,
So,
in that respect, for sure, because we've caught several people trying to kind of get over in that aspect, right? Like at a restaurant, something like that. So yeah,
or
in
not even
that
trying to
regard,
get over. They didn't mean it, or,
they just
I
or
yeah,
whether they
niggas,
I done got
accidentally hit
niggas
it
somebody,
out.
twice or whatever. Yeah,
I done got one of the
yeah,
homies drinks on my thing. I mean, might pay for
Yeah,
it, might
shit.
not, but maybe I don't want to.
Man,
Like,
because even sometimes they make an error in your favor.
right.
Yeah.
Like
that
nigga,
now that's
Now,
happened too.
I done
right.
spent $100 and got 125 back in change.
Yeah, some people
Mhm.
can't count though.
And I
So
was
yeah,
like, Thank you, dumbass. Hallelujah. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
May the Lord watch
Yeah,
between
you
me
might
and
And
you
then,
you.
might
but
lose your
then,
job, but
and then
nigga,
sometimes I got a question like, well, maybe they meant to like give me a deal, and like if I go say something, I'm probably putting them out. Like,
yeah.
so
People
I'm not
do
gonna
be
say nothing.
slick
Thank
though.
you.
People do
You
be
Like,
know,
trying
because
to
like
get over though.
even when you go to a fast food restaurant, like I always open my bag and make sure I got okay. I have 4 fries, I have
man, because
4
if you
hamburgers.
don't,
Yeah, like nigga, you
Man,
will
ain't
you will
nothing
come
worse.
home and
yeah,
you got 14 nuggets and you bought a 20 piece.
I didn't have the whole house eat, and my whole meal was missing.
Trust but verify.
Or like you might have ordered a chicken burrito and that motherfucker is beef. Or you
Or
like
I got a
And
friend
I've
that's
had
got
that
an
happen
allergy
because I can't
to
do it. I
shellfish,
can't do the
and
beef.
I got a friend that's got an allergy to shellfish. She told them no shrimp. She was eating and literally happened to move some because she was looking and there's shrimp in it.
yep, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like my kids do not put cheese on hamburgers. And you know, you get all the way home and these double cheeseburgers, like damn.
Dang.
Mhm.
Mess up your
And you
whole
know that
flow.
cheese be stuck to everything, so it ain't like you can just be like, oh, just take the cheese off the motherfucker. Like nigga, that cheese is
Like,
melted on. That cheese
yeah,
is in there.
Yeah,
That
they
shit is
be dirty.
fusion.
I mean,
So it's like,
when I'm selling wigs, I do have to double check the prices to make sure I'm charging them right. So
yeah, nigga, I check everything, dog. You know, like I said, when you use the bathroom, you always look into the toilet to make sure it look right.
I mean, you if you
make
ain't
sure you wipe
sometimes
properly.
no, it's not even just
Make
that
sure I ain't got to
because
go to the hospital,
I was
nigga.
about to
Like,
say a lot about what goes into that toilet can tell you a lot of things about your health.
I,
Sometimes
That's the
I
thing.
might
before
want to go
the
speak
things
to a
It's
happen to
supposed
doctor.
to
you.
come out like a snake.
Nigga,
Okay,
So
first of
I didn't
all,
had that shit come out. I'm like, why is it green? Bright green.
bro,
they
just in
different
that.
different colors mean different things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I be googling, and boy, do not go to WebMD because they always gonna tell you you gonna
you're
die.
gonna die.
You
Yeah, look,
you
we
dead.
always we
You're
say
gonna
You
that
die.
dead.
all the
You
time.
fucked.
Anytime I talk to a member, when they go in distress, it's always because they did their Googles and they shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
it'd be like I got a cut on my finger. Oh, nigga, you got terminal brain cancer,
Brain
nigga. You
cancer.
Die.
stage 4, nigga. You out of here,
Oh
buddy. You got
man,
2 weeks to
Yeah,
live.
But see,
that
all
is
that comes from
hilarious.
the concept. You trust the source, but you got to verify, right? There's a lot of things in life that we have to trust but verify. So
right.
when I asked that question on my post, you know what I'm saying, I followed it up with another post that was always a very controversial subject, and I want to talk about this. We're gonna let y'all go because this is interesting, right? This is always interesting. So the next post to follow that was, ladies in general, why do ladies have such a big issue when guys ask for a paternity test, right?
Mm,
Because this is, something that's a big thing. It's so big that there's multiple shows about just that,
Hmm.
paternity cases, and a lot of these cases on those shows, the guy is not the father of that baby. The-
whew,
We're not just talking about Maury. Maury
that's
put it
tough.
out there for the world to see that in a lot of cases, these daddies ain't the
Ain't the
father
daddy.
of these kids. Like they always used to say back in the day, mama's baby, papa's maybe. Like that is a real thing.
Facts.
And ladies don't understand that. I think in a lot of cases, I'm not saying for all ladies, but as a whole, the feedback that I get from the women are, I'm offended that that man that you slept with or that you have a relationship with or that you may be married to would ask me for a paternity test. Now, granted, if you're married to a person, that's a little bit different, right? Because of just the way society is set up and just the way the history goes. But at the end of the day, what you have to understand about the whole situation is, ladies, you know your sexual history. You know who you laid down with. You know who you've been with. You know all of that information. Where the guy, he's
Yeah.
just going off blind trust. He's gonna have to trust what you say, but what about the verification piece of it? Can he get some verification? Right? And if you know you haven't been sleeping around, why
What's
is it
the
such a
issue?
big deal? What's the issue?
Why? But yeah, that's the simplest form way of looking at it because I think most men we look at it in that way. Like, why would there be a problem if? But in actuality, you got to realize, like you said earlier, I don't know who you've been sleeping with. So if I don't know and I'm just doing blind faith, why wouldn't you give me a DNA test? Why?
Trisha
And the
Michelle,
thing,
go ahead,
nah,
though.
go ahead. No, do your thing.
Um,
Because Trisha Michelle got that look on her face, and we talk about things like this, and specifically on that post, I wanted to hear kind of what the ladies had to say about it, and there were
Right.
some guys that chimed in too, but what the ladies have to say about it, because a lot of times when the ladies answer that question, they answer with their emotions.
hmm So I will talk about actually being asked that question um, with my daughter, and we was together for like 6 years, so to speak, before that question was had when I was pregnant. And my answer was like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like what?" And I mean, I was younger then, so of course I didn't think the same now or have the same like logic or reasoning. But I was pissed because like, how could you ever? Like, I dedicate everything and all of me to you all the time, like, and it was offensive. So I do still understand how one could be offended when that question is presented, especially when you do know the type of woman that you are. So I get the argument of if you legit like that, then do the test. It's no problem. Yeah, but I've been legit and I've done nothing but show you I'm legit and I don't even question your legitimacy. And then I'm being questioned as far as how I am for you when I don't even do that to you. Like, and so I do get that. But at the same time, I understand how men are getting played by women. They don't know what to expect. They got somebody that's been down for years and there's these shows and it ain't the baby. I mean, they ain't, it ain't their baby. And so I get it. And for me, like, I know I ain't doing shit. That's fine. Here goes the test. But give me my moment though, because I am an emotional creature. And now after I do this test, I'm gonna feel away for a minute. So you're gonna have to give me my time and you might have to do some extra sweetness because I know what the test gonna come out like, but now I feel away. And because
But
Yeah.
when that test don't come back, right?
Whew,
well, now
shit.
that's a whole different situation, and that's
Yeah.
on baby girl. She knew what she was doing to begin with, so
Yeah,
that's something else.
but that's why like I'm with Ken's point, which is it should just be mandatory. So
Yeah,
it's not even a situation where you feel like you're tested. You like, well,
Yeah,
this is just part of the process. So
Right.
I'm not
yeah,
tripping. It's when the dude comes and be like, hey baby, I got a question
yeah,
for you. Because the thing is, it's like you don't trip when your job run a background check. You don't trip
exactly.
when the
Yeah,
car dealership want to run your credit.
because they're
Like,
mandatory,
yeah,
mandatory process.
you don't trip when you go into these entities and they don't trust you for shit. The bank don't trust your ass.
Nobody.
College don't trust your ass. The people selling you a house, the people who offer loans, none of
Facts.
these
Cars.
motherfuckers trust you.
And they
So
checking all your information. The
exactly.
military, the
If
military before
you
you get in that joint runs a 6-month background check on you. They
exactly
want
a
to
whole
know
lot of
everything
jobs.
about you.
Yeah, a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot of jobs run background check. Like
Mhm.
everybody is checking into your past. Like, so it's like, nigga, I understand that a relationship is built on trust, but nothing else in your life is built on trust. Everything else in your life is built on distrust. Whether you
Mm-hmm.
starting a business,
Right.
any of that shit. So it should be something that's mandatory because
Right.
yes, I understand you want to be trusted. You should be
Yeah,
trusted, but we don't live in a should world. We live in the is world. We live in
Facts.
a world where there's motherfuckers who everybody in the family know that ain't your baby. You the only one think it's yours.
yeah,
Her
and
mama
that's why I'm
know.
not against it if it's
Her
for
best
sure
friend
mandatory.
know. Shit, the siblings of everybody know.
Right.
You the
And
only
that
motherfucker in the
that be
dark.
look, that be
You're
really
only
true.
gullible one who believe that that's your baby.
You over here,
Yeah,
your son look like your
the
Yeah.
homeboy,
mailman.
Your
and
yeah.
you like,
don't they look
Yeah,
like your
like man,
and
this
they
cousin?
over here. Oh,
motherfucker look
y'all
just
favor a
like
lot
the
anyway. You know
mailman.
that y'all favor a lot. You
Well,
don't
but
need to
see,
do
here's the
that.
thing. Something my daddy told me many years ago, man. My dad, shout out to my OG, man. He said, you know what, women have types. So a lot of women date guys that look alike. So when this baby
Mm-hmm.
come out, just because this baby look like you, that don't mean nothing.
Facts.
Because a lot of times women would date
Women
the
like a
same
type.
types
She
of guys.
she like light skinned niggas.
So you know what I'm
Right.
saying. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Like I said, now if you're married, then that's different. But even
And
with
that's
marriages,
different.
we
Even
know
if you married.
that's we know some people out here now who are running around and they think
Cardi
this they
B, for
mom and they
instance.
daddy, and we don't
Sleeping with the
know,
brother.
And the
but
thing
right?
nigga, I got some, some family that's auntie cousins and things like that.
That's
Oh, I
why.
know somebody's story. Not in my area. Now, I ain't telling nobody else's business, but I do know a story
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
where
that.
where a dude got two sisters pregnant. Like, so, vice versa. Like, if you got a baby by two brothers, then baby's gonna look alike.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, but
So that's the thing. Like, you can't always just say like, oh, I know it's mine. He got my eyes, he got my nose, he got my head. He
Well,
he got your
I
brother's
mean,
nose and head too.
we didn't watch enough of who was it? Was it Jerry Maury? Who was
Maury.
Maury?
Maury.
We didn't
You
watch
watch-
enough of that to know, and they be up there spelling it all out. Look at the nose. Look at this. It look, and even the dude had been like, it looked like me. That's mine. From time to time, there's that version, and then
Hmm.
everybody running off stage.
Yeah.
So like
He got the same hat as you.
that
Look at
shit.
the
Look,
shirt.
no, they really
He
done
got
done
the
that
same
stuff.
shirt you got
Look at
on.
the
Look at
way he
them
hold his
glasses.
bottle.
Well,
Yeah.
but the crazy thing is, what at the end of the day,
Did you
what
just
I
say the way he hold his bottle?
Look. There'd have been some episodes.
Y'all fart smell the same.
the crazy
eating
thing is,
eating them greens. That green juice will get to you.
what I have to
Yeah.
explain to
Go ahead,
ladies
King.
a lot of times is, at the end of the day, it's the child that's important, right?
Facts.
Hmm.
Forget your feelings, forget his feelings. That child needs to grow up in an environment where their dad knows that this child belongs to me, so he can love them properly. Same with the mom, because as I was talking to Dolly before the show, you even have situations at the hospital where people have been switched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Babies have been
Man,
switched. So you walk
Facts.
out of there with a baby that's not yours. So, you know,
Neither one of y'all's.
yeah. So the thing of the matter is, like, I wrote a paper in college is about DNA confirmation, as I called it. You know what I'm saying? Just when a child is born, both parents a DNA test, you sign the birth certificate, boom, you verify that this child is yours, and
they
then
should do that to
everybody's
begin with.
good. Everybody's good. No, moving forward, that child doesn't have that worry anymore. So if any situation happens where those parents split up, you don't have to go worry about taking the DNA test at that
Finding
time.
them, figuring out who it
Yeah, all
is,
that stuff, like
verifying.
all that
Yeah.
stuff is already done and out the way. So you
Hmm.
eliminate a lot of issues in the long run. But again, the child is the most important piece of that puzzle.
They're not gonna do that because look, let's be for real. In a lot of races, they don't mind if you don't figure out who your actual daddy is. And I'm talking about society. Like they're not. They like we're not gonna put that in place for what? We don't want you to find it. We don't want you to know. They're not gonna do
And
that.
that's
Mm,
fucked up, especially because like some I was explaining to one of my
They laugh
homeboys.
about that.
I was like, it's fucked up that some women choose who they want to put the baby on by who got the best job.
facts.
Or
That's true.
which dude is he's a good father, he got integrity, he's a good man, he's a stand-up individual.
But your
So
pussy didn't
she
have
know
integrity.
exactly who the daddy is. Huh?
The pussy didn't have integrity.
Oh no, hell no, the pussy ain't had no
It
So,
don't.
integrity.
It don't.
so don't be choosing up
But
on the daddy.
she,
Like
That
what
yeah,
is a
you
fact.
she definitely will choose. Yeah, she'll definitely choose the dude who she feel is gonna be the best father for the baby.
That is a fact.
So even though
And
she know,
the one who brings the whatever to the table, she knows she laid down with foom foom, and he ain't got nothing going but
yeah,
good
she
pipe, and that's it. And she knows Sucker Larry got a job, drive trucks, the whole nine, everything, and there's a future with him money wise. She know it. She ain't no
hmm
fool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, this has been going on forever, right? Like,
Facts.
it's people running around right now that, don't find out that, what I'm saying, their dad is not their dad until something else happens in life, where I've seen situations where they're looking for a donor, right? And
Right.
one of the parents
Ooh.
got a match. So they go and they test both parents, and then boom, there's no match. So that means that daddy ain't daddy, but this is 24 years later. And you know how hurt that man gotta be,
hmm
right?
Pastor Stevenson.
To
Well, he
to
double
raise
hurt
this
because now he
child.
ain't even got no donor.
Yeah, but to raise this child and spend all this time, and then to know that that the child doesn't even belong to you, but now you have this connection, and now you at a crossroads, because a lot of times, to have to look at that child moving forward and
Mhm.
be around that child might be hurtful to him.
Mentally,
That's a
you just
fact.
like F somebody over mentally, like for sure. Like, and
But you
then you
don't
got to
want to.
quit playing with people though, because people like say that
That's
he's
the
on his
key. Quit
deathbed,
playing with people.
and you done what's it's life or death for him. So he like, all right, bet, like he done put a hit out on you now because he done found out what you done did. Now he wants you gone because he don't care anyway. He about to die anyway. He ain't got no donor. Like, and he can't stand the fact that you did this to him for all these years. You can't fool
And
people's minds. I put
and
together a whole Tubi movie too.
and
I
another
mean, shout out to
another
the Tubi
layer to
movie.
that is somebody might get in their feelings and just out of spite say that's why the baby ain't yours.
Oh, you
That's
know
a
what?
Facts.
fact.
That
So
That
happened.
the
happens a
baby
lot.
might literally be yours, and just to get up under your skin, like, nigga, that's
Man,
why I don't think he yours any damn way. Like,
right.
and I be telling
Man, that
people,
was one
like,
of the
man,
reasons why
death
I
and life
hated
is in the
gay.
power of the tongue.
That's a
True.
fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people will get you up out of the way for saying some shit like that. Like, you know, there's just some
Mm-hmm.
shit that you shouldn't even say playing. Like, you know, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck how mad you is. There's some shit that you shouldn't just fall out your mouth, period.
You
Right.
knew
Because
what your
there's some
intentions were when you said it.
In fact,
exactly.
gonna
And then it's like,
bruise,
nigga, you
damage,
done
hurt.
opened up a can of worms. So even if y'all go get him tested and he find out it's his, he's still gonna look at you like, but
Mm-hmm.
what was you
Yeah.
doing though?
Right, because
You
why
know,
would they say
because
this?
exactly,
Right.
because even if this is my baby, like now I'm looking at you like, what the fuck you was doing to even say that?
Yep.
It's not. It's the reverse even on the
That
kid. So,
conscience,
like,
that
say
conscience
somebody
gets
does
hurt on.
that, it'll change how the child views that parent
Yeah,
sometimes
like
too.
damn, this might not be my daddy for real. Like I heard my mama say that.
Or they start treating them different. You ain't my daddy, and blah blah. Blah. You know, all that
Yeah,
stuff
nah,
start going on. Disrespect. Then the kid got resentment and scorn. Now they acting out. Like there's a whole like snowball effect that comes from that. When you could have either been a little bit more selective with your cooch, or kept it real and told the truth.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I think it's one of those situations where, like you said, Trish Michelle, even if you approach the lady that you're with and you ask for this, know that, it's going to come with some repercussions. She's probably going to be mad, upset, hurt, and all these things. Allow her space to be that. But at the same time, the guy needs the verification.
Yeah, he needs verified too.
You owe him that, that much for him to be, what I'm saying, settled on his side. And in
Right.
his heart, he knows that without a shadow of a doubt, this child that he's raising belongs to him. And he can, because like I said, being a parent is a lifetime job, right?
Fact.
Just because this child turns 21 doesn't mean you stop parenting. Like you
Oh yeah, you
parent,
doing life.
yeah, you're a parent for this child the remainder of the time you're on this earth and they're on this earth. So that's a big deal. That's a
Fact.
huge deal.
And you
So,
can't play with people's feelings at that point. If y'all together,
Mm-mm.
man, both of y'all feelings matter.
yep,
And if you're in a space where only one person's feelings matter about a
That's
situation
true.
all the time, you gonna be in trouble because
That is very true.
people don't just get their way here and there when they want to. Typically, they want control and want their feelings validated all the time. And if you're in
Yeah.
that space, trust me, you're gonna have problems.
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, like I said, if we can just get it to be mandatory, like Trish Michelle said, they're probably not going to do that, But a player can dream about a society that eliminates at least part of the issues that are out there. And but like I said, at the end of the day, it's about the child. It's about the child at the end of the day. So whatever needs to be done in any situation to make sure that that child is loved and taken care of the way it should be, that should be the priority.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. Well, I think we gave y'all enough to chit chat about today. We had some great topics. We had some great conversation. Salute to Uncle Dolomite, to Uncle Dolly for coming through
Jolie
Yeah.
and and,
pulling
and
Yes.
up
kicking
on
and
us.
kicking it with us, man. You know what I'm saying? He's doing some amazing things out in this world. So y'all make sure that
Mm-hmm.
y'all listen when he gives his social media information so you can follow his journey and what he's got going on because man got cars picking him up at the curb, you know what I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying?
what they call it autonomous, you know what I'm saying, cars that drive themselves and things of that nature. So you know what I'm saying, he doing it big out here, you know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying,
saying?
shout out to him.
NY to he done been everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Be in Europe and
Yeah, he been in New
Ireland
York,
somewhere
all over.
doing
He been
comedy.
gracing
So
stages all over the
you know
place,
what I'm
y'all.
saying?
So
Yeah.
he
You know,
doing it
tough
up.
luck.
He doing it up. Support that man. You know what I'm saying? Show
Yeah.
some love. All
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
All right, so Uncle Dolly, talk to the people before we get up out of here. Let them know something. Let them know where to find you on social media.
Man, I'm just a typical nigga that be lying on the internet like everybody else. But you can follow me on Instagram at Uncle Dolomite, DOLEMITE, or Uncle Dolly Jokes, because Instagram be playing with my account. So I got my backup page, Uncle Dolly Jokes, just in case. It's Uncle Dolomite on everything else. X, TikTok. I got a YouTube page. You know, my other YouTube page, Too Much Game Podcast. Of course, I'm here because of the Too Much Game Podcast. TOO, not the number 2. Y'all already know. So, just follow Too Much Game Podcast.
Check
Facts,
them
facts,
jokes
facts.
out. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Y'all go follow him, support, man. He got some great content. And like I said, he's got his comedy journey going as well. So follow him, and he might be coming to a city near you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Trisha Michelle, talk to the folks. They trying to hear what Trisha Michelle got to say
Not the
because they
thing.
tune in, and then we didn't have to tell them all the time to stay out the inbox. Talk to the people.
They listen very well. So,
Yeah.
and that's great. Like my inbox is
Been
peace.
cleaned up.
It's my friends. And even actually, to be honest, let me just say this because I do have it. If you're not really like my friend or nothing on there, like I don't get those messages anyway. So I don't know if
She
you are
got a
saying
filter on
something.
her inbox. She
I
got a
wouldn't even
filter on that
know.
thing.
Got
I
that
don't go
joint
look.
sent to message
It's
request in
probably
a whole nother
jumping.
folder.
I don't go look. I don't care. I don't go check for it. So that's just that. What can I? Oh, it's October 1st. Y'all know what time it
Hallelujah.
is. Y'all know what time it
Birthday
is.
pulling up.
14 days. A real one was born. You gotta know it's my time to shine. Libra gang, Libra
Oh,
season.
Lord.
Like, you know what we're gonna do. So it's stuff that's gonna happen this month. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have some fun. I mean, mainly if you follow my Instagram, you'll see either just funny posts that I post, like quotes and stuff that I feel is real, or Fiyah Session, or I'm out having fun. So that's just what I'll be doing. So if you want to follow me, Trisha Michelle _TM on everywhere. What is that tickety tock tock that you call it?
Tick a tack toe.
Yeah, and then always you can always find me Fiyah Session. So if you're doing that, then you're doing something right.
Facts. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. Talk to the people.
Lemon heads, can I get an endorsement deal?
You look like a
Please,
lemon head.
I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna give me an endorsement deal. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I told him his teeth gonna fall out.
Right, you got them dentures. That stuff ain't
He
gonna last too long.
he
Dentures.
almost 50. He almost 50 eating lemon heads.
I'm almost 50. Since Patricia talking about October, today is October 1st. Your boy, you know what I'm saying? The Halloween pull up, you know what I'm saying? We about to hit that up, So your boy about to be 46. Yeah, so
Ooh.
we'll be in that thing. So, but man, listen, y'all can follow me on social media. You're hilarious. BRB4701. Follow me on the Benji Banks Facebook page. Yeah, man, y'all pull up to the beauty salon, man. We got your lock maintenance. We got your locks, your retwist. We can get that done for you in the shop. We got your braids, whether it be your boho, whether you're pulling your hair, you need them braids pulled out. The wash and curl, all that stuff is coming up real soon. We're putting it together. So Co Beauty Supply, y'all know where we at. We're in Moreno Valley, and we're on another business venture making it happen. Stay tuned because the wine is going to start coming to y'all while y'all in the shop. You know what I'm saying? Getting your hair done. So we're going to put that together. And
locally, he looking for a nail tech. Don't forget.
Yes, looking for a nail tech. Well, here's the dopest part about it, though. The lady that came in and is doing the barber set up for us. We got to get her squared away. She does the nails, and but we're gonna be looking for that eyebrow threading lady. Listen, man, we coming for this one-stop shop. These is dreams that I've had that I've put together, man. So got the boutique set up. Got your wigs. And listen, I can get you anything you need. I can get it wholesale. So I ain't trying to rob. I just want you to pull up.
You just reminded me. I'm gonna message you after.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I got to pull up on you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make some stuff happen. Co Beauty Supply, 951-2080-306. We ain't done yet. We're just getting started. We're only several months into this joint, but we're making it happen. And Fiyah Session, pull up on us, man. The content. Listen, man, I'm gonna say this and I'll get out your way. We have the propensity, man, to pick some dope people. Like, we find people, and somehow, some reason or another, I ain't saying this because of us, but we find people, and then we look back, they stuff just take off, man. Like, so y'all keep rocking with us, man. Y'all keep pulling up on us show-wise, you know what I'm saying? We coming. We looking for y'all to bring y'all on the show so we can get that content. So y'all stay locked in with us.
Facts. Well, y'all already know y'all can catch me at Big Ken on Fire on all social media platforms. You can go to Facebook and type in Big Ken and I'll pop right up. Y'all can catch the Fiyah Session on all social media platforms. Just type in FIYAH like that's on my hat and session and we'll pop right up. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little bell so you can get notified every time we go live and every time we post new content. Again, shout out to y'all for sticking with us and joining us in the comments. Y'all was going crazy. Some of the stuff I wasn't able to put up because y'all was too wild today. But we appreciate you all sharing your opinions. And again, shout out to Dolly for coming through and kicking it with us. We always welcome the brother to come through. He's a great talent, and we're happy to have him. Y'all already know. Join us next week, you know what I'm saying, for another live episode. More great content, more great topics. You know what I'm saying? You already know. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. It's the Fiyah Session. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you follow us on all social media platforms